थैंक यू सो मच फॉर कमिंग हियर। अभी हमारी ऑफ स्क्रीन डिस्कशन चली रही थी, सो वी गॉट टू नो दैट यू बिलोंग टू अ सीए फैमिली।
Yeah, I do. I do.
बट यू आर अ साइकोलॉजिस्ट।
I am a
सो
psychologist.
पहले तो मुझे ये स्टोरी जाननी है कि अपने पेरेंट्स को आपने कैसे कन्विंस किया, बिकॉज इट्स अ बिग थिंग कि सारे फैमिली मेंबर्स सीए है लेकिन आप एक अलग ही लाइन में निकल गए, तो आई वांट टू नो दैट स्टोरी।
सी देखिए, आपने बोला फैमिली मेंबर्स को कन्विंस कैसे किया, दैट इज ऑलवेज अ प्रोसेस. इट्स नेवर अ वन टाइम एक्शन. So anyone who's listening to me wants to convince their family on anything, think that it is a process. They will not understand or not agree to it on day one. I think first you need to know, when I was kind of studying and when I was figuring out who I am, I realized that there is something more that I would want to do, that there is
Okay.
something more that I would want to study. Now, not in terms of career, not in terms of money, not in terms of work. पहले ये था कि मुझे पढ़ना कुछ और है. I was not necessarily interested in CA. I felt that human behavior is full of curiosity. लोग जो हैं वो क्यों हैं, क्यों बिहेव करते हैं, कैसा सोचते हैं, क्या कोई तरीका है उनकी सोच बदली जा सकती है, कोई तरीका है जिसे उनको बेहतर समझा जा सकता है. And then we got psychology as an optional subject in 11th and 12th. So CBSE was trying to be nice and creative, of course, trying to be a little fancy at that time. So they introduced some random subjects in 11th and 12th, web designing, fashion designing, psychology. अब मिला तो कर लिया. But that built up curiosity in me that people can be understood and there is science behind it. It's not just मन में क्या चल रहा है, it's not random. जब आपको इंट्यूशन फील होता है, कहते हैं ना मेरे स्टमक में कुछ हो रहा है, मेरे को बटरफ्लाइज, मेरे मन में ऐसा लग रहा है, देयर इज अ रीजन टू इट. एंड दैट रियली फैसिनेटेड मी एंड आई हैड द अपॉर्चुनिटी. सो थोड़ा सा बेवकूफ़ बना के हम घर से निकल गए. फिर देखा कि क्या होगा आगे. देन आई केम टू पुणे. आई रियलाइज आई डोंट वांट टू डू CA. एंड it went in a direction that I met more people who were as curious as me. It was a very small group. Psychology as a batch was very small, very little group. And I realized there are people who are interested in getting to know other people. And I think that was the start and it has never been ended until then.
सो इट वाज लाइक समवेयर कि आपके पेरेंट्स को भी धीरे धीरे जैसे लगा कि यू आर वेरी मच इंटरेस्टेड इन साइकोलॉजी, सो योर पेरेंट्स आल्सो डिडंट, इतना उन्होंने भी फोर्स नहीं किया कि नहीं
I
फैमिली
think
लाइन है.
they were little worried, to be very honest. क्योंकि I was not just studying psychology, I was interning with domestic violence organizations. I was looking at how people behave the way they behave. How can I help people? I started working with NGOs. So I was this person who had no limit to what I want to do. And that really made my parents little worried, of course, कि ये कहीं पे भी चली जाती है.
ये लड़की कहाँ निकल गई?
हाँ, ये कहाँ निकल गई? ये लड़की हाथ से, मतलब ये मैंने हमेशा, तो my dad's name is राजू जी, तो मैं उनको राजू जी बुलाती हूँ. उनका राजू जी लड़की हाथ से गई, दिस इज द पॉइंट, जा चुकी है. So I used to enjoy that. So they were worried, but I think they realized over a period of time that there is a lot of curiosity and respect in the field that I am in, and they started recognizing that I'm actually acknowledged for who I am, and I can help people. People come to talk to me. There is some grounding, some intention. फिर तो उन्होंने जेंडर की तरह से यूज करना शुरू कर दिया. साइकोलॉजी पढ़ाई, ये तो बहु अच्छी बनेगी, ये तो बीवी, तो उनको अपना सेलिंग पॉइंट मिल गया. But clearly that wasn't the case. But they found their own meaning, and I think over a period of time they became extremely supportive of what I do. Yeah. So no complaints there. Yeah.
And how you started in initial years? You were mentioning NGO and other organizations
Yeah.
you worked with.
So I did my bachelor's from Ferguson College, and that time I started interning with few NGOs जो भी पुणे में थे, which worked with children with special needs, या domestic violence center जैसे ममता सामाजिक संस्था है. There are few very very small women's organizations. I started interning with them. I started figuring out कि लोग क्या महसूस करते हैं जब उन्हें तकलीफें होती है, क्या वो खुद को बेहतर समझ पाते हैं. And then I went for my master's. I went to TISS Mumbai for my master's. And master's में एक component होता है field work का. We are pushed into field work. हमें apart from classroom teaching, we are sent on field. कि आप जाके field पे काम कीजिए, लोगों के साथ बात कीजिए, समझिए practically कि आप जो पढ़ रहे हैं आप उसे apply कैसे करेंगे. And I think that really made me excited about this entire thing, that it has nothing to do with sitting in the classroom. It is just exactly outside the classroom. And that's what I needed. I wanted to be out of the classroom. So I started working then. Yeah.
Can you share some of the incident, like it has been the extreme in your life till date?
In what sense extreme?
Like कि as a human being हम नहीं सोच पाते हैं कि इतना बुरा या इतना क्रिटिकल भी है. ऐसे केसेस भी है हमारे आसपास which is not very much easily acceptable to our heart.
Yeah, I think when you ask this question, it takes me back to my first job that I started with Arpan. Arpan is an organization in Bombay that works for the concern issue of child sexual abuse. So that was my first job. I was placed there as a counselor. My role was to go in schools and talk about personal safety program. तब वो आपने सुना होगा गुड टच बैड टच, बट हमने उसको चेंज किया, इवॉल्व किया, बेहतर बनाया. हमने बात की सेफ्टी की, safe touch and unsafe touch, right? We wanted to teach children what safety can feel like. I think that experience, I was barely 23, 24. And I realized that 1 out of 3 children in India experience any form of sexual abuse. And it is both genders, it is boys and girls, right? And we started looking at that sexual abuse is not predominantly what is shown or what we feel it is going to be like, you know. There's going to be a random stranger who's going to make you feel uncomfortable, who's going to touch you inappropriately. That is definitely the case. But we started looking at that majority of the cases were known to children. So they were their uncles, father's friends, mother's friends, teachers, female teachers, their mommies, aunts, neighbors, and the list went on. And also there's a dominant myth in our culture कि जो पढ़े लिखे नहीं हैं उनसे दूर रखो. कहते हैं ना ड्राइवर के साथ भेजने में डर लगेगा, लिफ्ट में चौकीदार के साथ भेजने में डर लगेगा. But it could be the as educated upper caste male living in your society who might be working as a government official. They might be the predator, right? So that opened up so theoretically I knew what is sexual abuse, how it happens, but when I saw it on the field, that really pushed my limits. So I worked there for a year almost, and I realized my amount of energy, my body kind of felt that it has completely been drained. It was that time. But I also felt that children have exceptionally brilliant power to talk about themselves. So we undermine children. So that entire year made me realize that one, humans can go to as extreme as this to hurt the other person, and they may not recognize it. They may get away with it. And we as a culture and society, we may not even understand it. We blame children, we blame the girls, we don't try to see the entire problem as a problem in itself, right? We barely can talk about it. From a legal perspective, सरकार भी बात नहीं कर पा रही है, ना समाज बात कर पा रहा है, ना पुलिस बात कर पा रही है, ना हम बात कर पा रहे हैं, ना स्कूल बात कर पा रही है. This is such a problem. But also I realize that children make it easier. When you go and talk to them, they actually tell you this is not comfortable for me. So we have to really believe in the power of children and human beings. So I think that entire experience made me feel that way.
Children are very intelligent.
They are. They're supremely intelligent.
And maybe simplicity also. Yeah. So they're very simple to decode.
But that is astonishing कि ज़्यादातर cases are with relatives and known person.
Absolutely.
Instead of we may feel insecure कि हमको ड्राइवर के साथ नहीं भेजना है या सिक्योरिटी गार्ड से इशू है. बट सबसे बड़ा इशू तो आपके घर के पास पड़ोसी
घर में होता है हमेशा. So I always tell there's a thing that we say in field work कि जितने घर की दीवारें ऊंची है उतनी चीजें सुनाई नहीं देती है. So slum में अगर domestic violence हो रहा है या कुछ हो रहा है तो आसपास सबको पता चल जाएगा. But upper caste families, upper class families, you know, these high stake individuals, things will never come out. We live in a culture of shame and silence, and we never talk about these things. Same is mental health. We don't know how to talk about it either way. Yeah.
And same is with what happened with Sushant and many other cases.
Absolutely. Yeah.
क्योंकि कोई बाहर कब आता है 5 साल बाद, 10 साल बाद, जब it's an old story. It's a very old story.
Yeah. We are talking about mental health, but now I am thinking that as a person, as a psychologist, how you try to keep yourself, you know, sane, because you are what your surrounding is, right? So if every day I am looking at these things, which is, you know, very, very hard for our heart, which is not very peaceful to accept, to digest, and there are people who are coming with the extreme cases. So as a psychologist, आप कैसे खुद को मोटिवेट या सेन रखने की कोशिश करते हैं that no I have to emit the positive and good energy? I think it must be tough for you.
It is tough. It is. I think I'm going to answer it in 2 ways. One, there are times I'm not able to do it. So there is no right way to do it. There are
you
times,
are a human being.
There are times. But what I've learned over a period of time is 2 things. जैसे काफ़ी लोग मुझसे बात करते हैं, यू डोंट टेक अ लॉन्ग वेकेशन पूजा, आप कभी लंबा ब्रेक नहीं लेते हो. नाउ माई एंटायर फिलोसफी इन द लास्ट 5 years हैज़ बीन दैट आई वांट टू लिव माई डेली लाइफ in a very structured format. I will preserve my energy. I will ask my body how it is feeling, and I will prioritize where my time needs to go. Every day cannot feel like a big rushed stressed day. अगर constantly आप high stress environment में हो, like you're a therapist or you're a chartered accountant or any job that people are working in, they will feel extremely burnt out. So आपके burnout को manage करना है. That's how at least I have been doing. So I look at my day where, and it will sound very fancy, but yes, I think that is the key. You have to really, really manage your time. You have to get up. You have to go to the gym. You have to take some time out for your breakfast. You have to do really small things. हमने ना आजकल छोटी चीज़ें करना बंद कर दिया है. जैसे हम अपना बिस्तर नहीं लगाते हैं, हम अपनी खुद की चाय नहीं बनाते हैं, हम अपना नाश्ता नहीं बनाते हैं शायद. These micro things help you actually ground. So I will do some of those things. Of course, there is staff available, but I will have my breakfast आराम से शांति से. I will listen to music in the morning. So I'll have a very slow morning because that helps me. Now किसी के लिए शायद वो helpful ना हो, but I have realized that अगर मेरी सुबह अच्छी गई है, I am in a good space. I've recognized that I need to have my hobbies. I need to go for my yoga class. I need to go for my dance class. I have started learning Kathak at the age of 33 now. I still go there. There's tiny girls, but I go with them. It helps me. So I am in office from 9 to 5. 5 o'clock, I actually will clock out. ऐसा कुछ नहीं हो रहा है दुनिया में जिसमें पूजा की जरूरत पड़ने ही वाली है. कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. I tell my team also and I tell myself also. Second part, I have realized that life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. चाहे मेरा बिजनेस हो, चाहे मेरा काम हो, चाहे मेरी फैमिली हो, आई विल नॉट फिक्स एवरीथिंग इन अ डे. Nothing is solvable in a day. I'm going to pace it out and figure out. Even when I get clients who are at risk or high intense cases, I recognize what I can do at this point of time and what is not in my control. I love to separate myself from things, because if you don't separate, you start feeling that everything you control and you're too important and you cannot get out of anything. You cannot make yourself so important everywhere you are, you know. So there's a difference between self-love and self-importance. I love myself and that's why I separate myself. But self-importance I don't necessarily give कि अगर मैं नहीं गई तो क्या होगा, इस friend को बुरा लग जाएगा, इस रिश्तेदार को बुरा लग जाएगा. It is all right, you know. They are adults, they will regulate and I will also apologize. So I try to look at things as the way they are. That really helps me. I also love that I can talk to people about it, you know, in terms of I have family, I have friends. और उनको पता है मैं क्या काम करती हूँ. I very openly tell them, यार आज बड़ा दिन heavy गया है, मेरे को कुछ और करना है, चलो थोड़ा एक जिम जाके आते हैं, थोड़ा रन करके आते हैं. And they understand it. But these things really help me. So every day should look like a small holiday, you know, at some point of time where you can enjoy some part of life and not taking yourself too seriously. That really goes a long way.
But you rightly said everything in a day is not solvable.
Not solvable.
At case to case basis, one thing probably few things I'm able to resolve today. Few things I have to keep, like कल बात करेंगे या परसों बात करेंगे. Not in a mood today.
Absolutely.
And that's also true कि सब कुछ serious लेते हैं आजकल.
हाँ.
Everything serious, ये नहीं हुआ तो क्या हो जाएगा, ये because वो overthinking है ना, ये नहीं किया तो पता नहीं कहाँ तक पहुंच जाते हैं.
I agree.
ये अगर हमने नहीं किया तो हमारी लाइफ एकदम you know
खराब सब
भी हाँ हो जाएगी. So yeah, that's also true. बहुत overthink करते हैं, बहुत हर छोटी छोटी चीज को seriously लेते हैं. Not enjoying the life.
Yeah.
But this you were as a person, or this became after?
I became after a point of time. I was not this person. I was someone who would get worried 96 आने के बाद भी मेरे 4 marks क्यों कट गए. ऐसा किसी ने कैसे कर दिया. I will perform. तो ऐसे. It's also very gendered, no? See, I also feel there's a reason to it. कि अगर आप perform नहीं कर रहे हो ना, तो आप your self-worth gets attached to the marks that you get, the performance that you do. You become very performative in nature. मतलब productivity का एक अलग sign भी है. And if you're a high-performing individual, you feel like performance नहीं है तो who am I? You know, where is my self-worth? And I think you have to recognize that sometimes as a woman, as a psychologist, when you step out, people also don't take you seriously. They don't understand how to position you. For example, if I look for a house and if I call a broker, उनको भरोसा नहीं होगा कि मैं property afford कर सकती हूँ. You know, it's very interesting. So कई बार ऐसा लगता है नहीं, I should show myself in a particular way. फिर धीरे धीरे realize होने लगता है it's not needed. You know, you have to slow down. You have to look at yourself. So initially, as gender, you overperform. I've seen women overperforming at work, overperforming in classrooms, because there's an intense need that I have to outperform. I have to show that I'm also valuable beyond just my physical appearance.
That would be my identity.
That will become my identity. Yeah. But so I was not this person to answer your question. I realized it much later. I wish I could learn this maybe at 23, 24, but I learned it around 26, 27. I said, नहीं, इतना तो कुछ हो नहीं रहा है. थोड़ा रुक जाते हैं. Let's figure out. Let's prioritize क्या करना है और क्या नहीं. Yeah.
So today, we are living in an age of convenience, full of resources, like endless resources है हमारे पास, ठीक है? मतलब we are at a position, we are living a life that our previous generation can dream of, right? But mental problems, anxiety, depression, ये आज की डेट में पीक पर है. So मतलब you know contradiction है ना कि सब कुछ मिल चुका है हमें, but सबसे ज़्यादा stressed भी हम ही हैं. Like why this situation?
So research, like we were just talking about it, right? Research suggests that, you know, human minds are not necessarily most at rest when they have everything.
Okay.
They are most at rest when they feel that they can do anything. There's a difference. So people can do anything means they're more confident about who they are. They're comfortable with who they are. They recognize their flaws. They're kinder. They're more empathetic towards themselves and other people. They see life in not just in black and white, they see life in gray, right? They see the entire unpredictability of life. They're able to acknowledge that I will not be loved by everyone, but we have moved the other way around. We see that I should be liked by everyone. I should be loved by everyone. I should be always at my best. People are not able to be kind to themselves. That is one part. In this entire consumerism, capitalist economy, we constantly feel that we have to prove, we have to perform, and we have to constantly be outcome oriented. Now that's one part. Second part, we have also started, kind of moving away from the ideology of slowing down, taking care of ourselves, really looking at what matters to us. So a lot of young people who come to therapy talk about purposelessness or meaninglessness. एग्जैक्ट इकोनॉमिक्स के लॉज हैं, राइट, जो आपको बोलते हैं कि आप ये जब तक ये कमोडिटी आप लोगे नहीं तब तक इसका वैल्यू रहेगा, फिर उसका वैल्यू डिमिनिश होगा, राइट? डिमांड एंड सप्लाई. सो योर दैट एंटायर फीलिंग गेट्स डिमिनिश्ड. So a lot of people complain about purposelessness because they feel loss of connection with themselves, other people over a period of time. And of course, social media and everyone, I think, talks about it, plays a huge role. We are much more isolated than who we were. We have the language that I'm maybe alone, but I don't know what to do about it.
True.
People are feeling more lonelier over a period of time. Also, there is entire change in systems, right? हम जैसे पहले चीज़ों को देखते थे कि पहले हम देखते थे कि हाँ अब दिवाली आएगी, होली आएगी, समर वेकेशन आएगा. We had delayed gratification. मतलब चीज़ें immediately नहीं होती थी. It was spaced and we had to live with boredom. बोर हो रहे हो आप, मतलब I remember getting bored in my life and my mother did not solve it. It's okay, get bored. Actually, it's a very important thing. Human beings have to feel bored. We take our cell phones to the bathroom.
Oh.
I have realized that 80% of people take their cell phones to the bathroom. Now that in my head is like, I cannot like adjust to that thought itself, right? We cannot stay with ourselves. हम अपने थॉट के साथ रुकना ही नहीं चाहते हैं. जैसे हमारा थॉट अगर हमें अपने आप के साथ छोड़ दिया तो हम अपना क्या कर लेंगे? You know, we cannot stay with ourselves. We cannot listen to ourselves. दूसरों की तो हम क्या सुनेंगे, राइट? सो हमारा जो डिलेड ग्रेटिफिकेशन था वो कम हो गया है. वी वांट एवरीथिंग राइट हियर राइट नाउ एंड इन द वे वी वांट. दैट क्रिएट्स अ लॉट ऑफ एंजाइटी इन पीपल, राइट? ये कैब क्यों नहीं आई, फिर ये क्या सोचेगा, मुझे तो आज ही चाहिए था. एंड दिस एंटायर थिंग, व्हाइल इट इज ग्रेट, you know, 2 minutes delivery, 2 minutes life, but life doesn't work that way. When pain comes, it will take time to go away. When you lose a family member or a relationship, it will be hard, and we try to solve it too quick, too fast. So these are some of the things that have shifted the entire course of human behavior. And there are institutions like Harvard, Columbia, they are researching on it. They are researching how people are thinking about things differently. But in terms of practice, as you say, we have everything in terms of material, commodities, consumerism, but still there is a rise in mental health challenges. And by 2030, India is likely to lose $1.03 trillion to mental health challenges.
Oh.
That's the WHO data as well. So that means it is just the start. It is the tip of iceberg. There is much, much more happening. By 2030, we'll see depression as an epidemic. And we are going to experience that people are going to get lonelier. People are going to feel loss of meaning, purpose, connection, association with things. And I think we have to find ways to kind of slow down and look at it more carefully. But yeah, I kind of agree with you.
So, as a therapist, आपके पास बहुत से लोग अपने issues लेके आते होंगे. What are the most common ones nowadays?
Nowadays, there's a sudden shift in anxiety related to flying with the entire, Air India accident. People are
This
scared
is
of flying.
very recent.
Very recent. In the
Okay.
last couple of months, a lot of people are reporting fear of flying. So anxiety के ही अलग-अलग तरीके हैं, रूप हैं that people show in. People are definitely showing up with more insomnia, कि नींद नहीं आती है. I feel very tired all the day. I'm not able to focus on things. So which is outcome of other mental health challenges. A lot of people, to me, very interestingly, are also reporting relational challenges. They're finding it difficult to find partners, or whom they are with, they are not comfortable. They feel lonely in relationships. They find it difficult to communicate with their partner. They are confused whether to go ahead for separation or to stay in the relationship. A lot of relational problems within family, friends. So लोग हैं भी, but मुझे नहीं पता कि क्या वो मेरे लिए है क्या. So finding it challenging there. But yeah, anxiety has been a common challenge across age groups. और वो हर age के लिए अलग-अलग दिख सकती है. So working population will speak about, they find it difficult to share their views, opinions, they're constantly confused, they feel extremely scared, they overthink, and in that process they start avoiding things, which results into maybe addiction, or them, kind of choosing something which is very short term. Smoke ले लिया या एक beer पी लिया and you feel better. So anxiety shows up in different ways, and people are also experiencing a lot of health anxiety, which not very commonly talked about. Health anxiety is a challenge where you feel that you might have a health condition, a medical health condition, and you constantly make doctor visits. So I feel a lot of people are able to read too much on ChatGPT, find answers on Google, and they self-medicate. They recognize that something is going to happen to them.
True.
And a lot of our clients are also sent from emergency room. So when they go to the Shayadri or any other hospital for emergency room, and they feel like they're having a heart attack, but actually it's a panic attack. They are sent that your heart is absolutely all right. You're anxious, you're panicked, and you're not feeling okay at this point of time. So physical symptoms of anxiety can make you feel like you're having a heart attack. तो लोगों को वो समझ में आता है कि something might happen to me, so I should go and see a doctor. But it's actually anxiety. So anxiety is one of the most common challenges that people show up with in therapy.
And the health thing is more typical to solve with childs, right?
Could be.
बच्चे लोग तो ऐसा मतलब
नहीं, वो बच्चे तो as an excuse use करते हैं, but a lot of adults come with health anxiety. That they become hypersensitive to every change in the body. अब शरीर है ना, शरीर को कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा, कभी ना कभी कोई बॉयल निकल सकता है, कहीं स्वेलिंग हो सकती है, आपको कहीं अभी आप नोटिस करोगे आपको 2-3 जगह दर्द हो रहा होगा, टेंशन हो रही होगी, राइट? बट their nervous system is very alert. So they feel like every small symptom or every small sensation in my body is an illness. So they have the urge to immediately show it to the doctor. कि अगर स्किन पे रैश भी है कि क्यों हुआ होगा, so they will make an appointment. अब देखो डॉक्टर के पास गए हो इंडिया में, कुछ ना कुछ तो बता ही देगा. They also have to sound useful. तो and it is very natural. They will give you something. तो उनका thought validate हो जाता है. हाँ, देखा मुझे कुछ हुआ था. But it's not a physical health challenge. They're actually experiencing health anxiety.
मतलब बहुत टाइम से ना ऐसा केसेस में सुन रहा हूँ, टेंट में अगर पेन है ना तो हार्ट अटैक के चांसेस है.
हाँ.
अगर राइट हैंड में पेन है ना तो बैक में कुछ इश्यू है. अगर आपको पैर में दर्द है तो कुछ, मतलब ये लोगों ने गूगल और चैट जीपीटी कर करके निकाल लिया है कि मेरे सिर में किस हिस्से में दर्द हो रहा है तो मेरे बॉडी में क्या प्रॉब्लम होगी,
हाँ
फिर उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप सोच के यू एक्चुअली मेक द प्रॉब्लम, मतलब आप वो
एब्सोल्युटली
खुद बना लेते हो कि
हाँ, और आप
ऐसा
बिलीव
कुछ
भी कर देते हो और आप
Brilliant.
प्रूव भी कर देते हो कि मुझे ये
हो
प्रॉब्लम
रहा है,
है,
हाँ।
बिल्कुल.
I can understand why people are today coming to a therapist when it comes to relationship problems. I feel this social media has a big role playing in this thing because आप देखेंगे डेली बेसिस पे we have these kind of reels on our Insta or other things that if he or she is not doing this, that he is not the perfect one. If he is ignoring these things, that then he is not for you, yeah, she is not for you. So somewhere ना हमारे दिमाग में वो एक perfect partner का ना एक tag बन चुका है कि if he or she is not perfect for me, then he is not the one.
Yeah.
We have forgot this thing कि शायद एक साथ हमें इस relationship में grow होना होता है. And somewhere हम ये तो भूल ही चुके हैं कि as a partner मुझे क्या उसके लिए करना है. It's always like तुम मेरे लिए क्या कर रहे हो, तुम मेरे लिए क्या कर रहे हो, तुमने ये चीज नहीं की कट, तुमने ये चीज की टिक, and then we will make a list and then this is not a perfect person or this is. So I guess these kind of reels has played a very bad role in,
I agree.
relationship.
Yeah.
That is why people are not sticking. They are like कि मेरे लिए perfect क्या है, he is not next, she is not next.
Yeah.
So it's not like कि what I am doing as a partner in this relationship.
Absolutely. It takes away the entire accountability.
Yeah.
Most people, and I feel as a generation, over a period of time, we are running away from accountability.
True.
We are very verbally, kind of capable of telling what is wrong. We are absolutely great at calling out people that you did not do this. And I see this loose use of language like narcissistic, this person is narcissistic, this person is toxic, this is trauma. मेरे बॉस ने मुझे डांट दिया तो वो trauma हो गया. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता है, So again, that I was talking in the start, that we have taken, see, either we never thought this is important. हम बच्चों को भी अच्छे से कूट देते थे, पीट देते थे घर के अंदर, ठीक है, physical abuse, to any form of discomfort. My cab driver cancelling on me will feel abandonment.
Yeah.
So there is the pendulum swings too far, I feel sometimes, we are not able to recognize that life hai, challenges honge, and not everyone is supposed to like me.
True.
I don't need to be liked by everyone. It will be a challenge. If I love everyone and everyone loves me, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But I think, as I agree with you, in relationships also, we have taken away accountability. We have these very good words and what is a good relationship, green flags, white flags, red flags.
Yeah.
So we have all the flags, but we don't know what to do with the flags.
Yeah.
We've kept all the flags in our room and we're sitting with them. Now we're figuring out, and we start the relationship. इस पे कौन सा flag लगाएं? And this is not how it will work, as you said. Second part, in relationships, what I also feel that, see, the entire aspect of relationships were never taught to us. I also believe,
Absolutely.
In school we were taught physics, chemistry, biology,
True.
etc., etc. But never, relationships, interpersonal relationship.
Never in houses.
Never in houses.
घर में हमने
कहाँ देखा है? तो हम जो देखते हैं हम वो सीखते हैं. We learn from our surroundings. We have never learned how to be with other people, how to talk to them, how to be kind to them, how to take no. If someone is going to reject you, if they are not comfortable with you, how will you be okay with it?
Yeah.
You can be said no in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
And so our idea of relationship, love, and then of course Bollywood and Reels and Instagram, they have a huge role to play in creating that version of partners with us. So a lot of times when people come to us, I always tell, are you in love with that person, or do you love the idea of that person? We create that idea of that person and we love that partner. We gift them things that we want them to wear. We take them to cafes where we want to be taken to a cafe too. We plan our dates in a way, or we share them those reels indirectly. You plan a date like this for me. So कोई हमारा ना curate कर रहा है, कोई बाहर बैठ के हमारा relationship. It feels like that. So people go on trips and they just post pictures. They just post pictures. It is just sad. They are not on the trip. They are on the trip for their Instagram. जैसे किसी को भेजना है performance, देखो हम trip पे जाके आए हैं as a couple.
Or to show the world that we are very happy.
We are very happy. And it is actually killing a lot of our relationships.
True.
पता नहीं हम किसके लिए perform कर रहे हैं, but हम कर तो रहे हैं. But something is happening there. Yeah.
It's like कि if I'm looking at a very beautiful view, I guess first thought ये रहेगा कि capture it. So rather than just sitting there and enjoying the view, पहला हमारा यही ख्याल आता है कि
Yeah.
एक फोटो ले लेते हैं.
And I want to tell whoever is listening to us to take your phone right now and check the amount of photographs you have in your phone. Minimum 500 to 1000. मैं तो मुझे भी लगता है मिनिमम. लोगों के फोन में 3,000 फोटोग्राफ्स होती है. क्या करते हो उसका? मुझे जानना है. I want to sit and ask yourself, have you ever looked at these even photographs again?
Very
एक ही
few
जगह
times.
पे आपके 40-50 फोटोज हैं, खाने के, लुक के, सनसेट के, ड्रेस के. Where are we heading? How much time did you spend in taking pictures? I'm not against pictures. I love pictures. I love being photographed. But are we overdoing it is the question, you know? And for whom are we overdoing it is also one of the questions maybe.
Recently, I read a book, and the first chapter only, it is so beautiful and it is so true that पहला chapter पढ़ते ही मैंने book side की, and I was like, this is so true. And what I felt was that कि हमारी जो film industry है ना, इतना इतना ज़्यादा उसने हमारा जो mind है उसको modify कर दिया. The first chapter in which the author was saying that as an adult or as a teenager, it is in your mind that you are a very sad person, intelligent person, but sad person, and some other person will magically come in your life, and he or she will set your life, and it will be the end of the true beautiful story. And इतना वो चीज हिट किया ना कि actually this is how we feel कि यार हम तो sad है. We do not take accountability for ourselves
Yeah.
also कि नहीं यार, this is my life. I have to sort it out. I have to find the solution for myself. No. We are waiting for a right person. When he or she, a very jolly, very happy person, he or she will come to our life and हमारी life sort कर
ये जवानी
करेगा.
है दीवानी.
Correct.
Someone will come and rescue us.
Yeah. So, and that was the first time when I realized कि no, this is your life. Because somewhere this was in our mind, and I'm very much sure कि मेरे age group में ये सबके mind में होता है thought
हाँ.
कि नहीं, someone else will come and he or she will sort it out.
Absolutely.
Sort my life out.
Absolutely.
So that was very
Eye-opening.
that book was very good.
Yeah.
So this is the current mental state in which we are in.
Yeah.
कि हमें कुछ नहीं करना है, हमें बस सैड होके एक ग्लूमी सी जगह पे बैठे रहना है, and we are just waiting for that person. But one should realize that I am the person who will sort this out.
Yeah.
एंजाइटी, डिप्रेशन, इंसोम्निया, ओबेसिटी, ओवरथिंकिंग, ये चीज़ें आपस में कैसे रिलेटेड हैं? और डू यू थिंक जब लोग आपके पास आते हैं तो देयर इज ऑलवेज 2-3 टाइप्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम एंड यू नीड टू पिन पॉइंट दोज ओनली, लाइक मुझे एंजाइटी इश्यूज हैं, मुझे डिप्रेशन इश्यूज हैं, या मुझे ओवरथिंकिंग इश्यूज हैं, या मुझे इंसोम्निया है. बट जब आप उसको सॉर्ट करते हो प्रोबब्ली 2, 3, 4, 5 सेशंस में, तो यू नैरो डाउन टू 1 or 2 or 3 पॉइंट्स व्हिच आर लाइक मेजर एनेक्डोट्स और मेजर पॉइंटर्स कि भाई ये सबकी लाइफ में इश्यूज होते हैं. दे आर सीड्स फॉर द एंजाइटी, डिप्रेशन और एटसेट्रा.
Exactly. The solution is going towards the seed, you know, understanding. क्योंकि हम quick fix किसी चीज़ को दे सकते हैं, but it will be a quick fix. It will not be long term. So when you said that a lot of these challenges, like चाहे फिर health concerns हो, mental health challenges हो, stressors हो, you know, difficulty with related to job, career, whatever we experience, they are interlinked. We live in a world where our lives are not private anymore. We live in a world where we are constantly on the go. We live in a world where we are performing. We are performative at many points of time in our lives. So जो हमने पहले बात किया कि we don't slow down, we are not kind to ourselves, we don't acknowledge that it needs to be solved immediately, and not everything is about me and has to become a problem. Now there are also challenges that it's hard for people to talk about their emotional challenges. We live in a culture जहाँ पे जैसे हमने स्टार्ट में बात किया, फिजिकल हेल्थ के बारे में आप किसी को बता सकते हो, जैसे मम्मी मौसी को फलाना को बता सकते हैं कि अरे यार इसका पेट दुख रहा है, यू नो, इसको कॉन्स्टिपेशन हो गया, इसको बुखार आ गया है. बट वेरी ऑफन वी विल नेवर रियली लिसन टू समवन, अरे शी इज़ नॉट बीन फीलिंग अप, शी इज़ बीन फीलिंग डिप्रेस, शी इज़ बीन फीलिंग एंशियस. So as a culture, we find it difficult to talk about mental health. One part is that. So when people come to us, they have already tried a lot to talk about it with someone else. Therapy is never their first resort.
True.
First, people want to go to their loved ones. They show signs. they will ask someone for a cup of coffee, या बोलेंगे यार तू मुझसे बात क्यों नहीं करता है, किसी से झगड़ा करेंगे, वो सब करके आते हैं हमारे पास. So they feel like this कि सब कुछ immediately solve हो जाना चाहिए. और यही एक प्रॉब्लम है कि जैसे मेरा रिलेशनशिप अच्छा नहीं है, यही प्रॉब्लम है, मेरे को पैसा अच्छा नहीं मिलता है, ये मेरा प्रॉब्लम है, आई फील एंग्री एट पीपल, ये मेरा प्रॉब्लम. सो वी हैव टू हेल्प देम अंडरस्टैंड द ओवरऑल feeling of their life, that a lot of things are contributing to what you're feeling. Your childhood, your people around you, the fact that you could not talk about it to anyone, the fact that you have felt so burdening with your problems कि यार मेरे को दूसरों को नहीं बताने हैं मेरे problems, उनको परेशानी हो जाएगी. lot of partners don't share कि यार मैं उसको क्यों बताऊं. और अगर इंडिया में बताओ भी अगर किसी फ्रेंड्स ग्रुप में, यार तू क्या सीरियस बातें लेके बैठा है, राइट? हम कोई भी इमोशनल बात को सीरियस बात बोल देते हैं, इंटेंस बोल देते हैं, और चाहे फिर हम एक ही जोक 50 बार मारे वो चलता है, यू नो, दैट वन काइंड ऑफ जोक. सो द पॉइंट इज दैट पर्सन हैज फेल्ट अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स व्हेन दे कम टू अस एंड वी गिव दैट स्पेस टू देम, एंड दैट फील्स समटाइम्स एक्सट्रीमली लिबरेटिंग टू देम कि someone is going to listen to me and not just identify what is the problem, but someone who will listen to me and understand me completely. Now imagine both of you. Someone is going to sit with you for 45, 50 to 60 minutes and just talk about you. Not your clothes, not the money that you make. They are not looking at, they are not judging आप किस कास्ट से हो, किस जेंडर के हो, किस क्लास से हो, आपने क्या किया है, आप कितने बड़े फेलियर हो या कितने सक्सेसफुल हो. They are neutral. They are looking at you because they want to get to know you. It feels extremely heartwarming. It has the power to make you feel seen and heard. And people love that. That is one part. And then they come, we help them understand what are the challenges in that process. कि आपने बोला कि आपको you feel underconfident and you're feeling anxious. Let's understand what all factors are contributing. Okay. What all factors are maintaining it. What are some of the things that you are doing are unhealthy coping mechanisms? What are the things that you could do better? What are your strengths? How we can build on your strengths? So therapy is like that weaving. बुनाई होती है ना, एक धागे के साथ you start weaving the entire story together, but the client is a part of it. So it's not the therapist कि I will look at you, I will tell you what are your problems and you will go away. And I will give you 5 things to do and सब ठीक हो जाएगा. काश ऐसा होता, नहीं होता है. We sit with them and we help them that let's do this together. So there is less chance of dependency. They should not feel dependent on their therapist. They should also feel that they are capable of doing their life by themselves. So people feel extremely liberated in therapy. They realize that I could be this person, I had no idea. I tell them, you are this person. You were always this person, but there were a lot of clouds that were blocking your vision. And we removed a lot of these clouds and here you are. Please go back to world and come back whenever you feel the need. So that's what therapy is. But yes, to answer your question in short, a lot of these challenges, physical health, your lifestyle challenges, mental health challenges, pressures in workplace, relationship challenges, long distance relationships, lack of family support, lack of friendships and isolation, they all contribute to mental health challenges. And in therapy, we will not pinpoint to just 2 or 3. We will explore a lot of it, help the person understand themselves better, their strengths, challenges, childhood traumas, different kinds of problems that they might have had, bring all of that together and then give them something that might work for them. We even send people to do their physical health checkup. कि last अपना vitamin D, B12 कब test कराया था? Because there's a possibility that you are low on your vitals and that is contributing to your lousiness, feeling extremely tired. Yeah. It could not be just mental health. It is also physical health. So there's enough research that talks about that low levels of vitamin D, B12, B3 will contribute to, more depressive symptoms, can lead to anxiety-based consequences. If you have had a serious physical injury or if someone in your family is experiencing a physical health challenge, घर में किसी को cancer diagnosed हुआ है या health condition diagnosed हुआ है and you're a caregiver, you are likely to feel more anxious. तो जिंदगी में आपके ऐसे पड़ाव हो सकते हैं जो आपको बेहतर फील ना करने दे रहे हो. तो they are not mental health illnesses. They are life-based challenges. And therapy can help you go through that life-based challenges. It's not that you are an anxious person. तुमको anxiety हो गया है. तुम्हारी जिंदगी में इतनी चीजें चल रही है कि there is no other way but your body will feel anxious.
So I've seen cases कि यहाँ पे 18-20 साल का बच्चा है और वो एंजाइटी की टेबलेट ले रहा है. नाउ ही हैज नॉट सीन एनी ऑफिस का बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है, कोई सेल्स टारगेट है या कोई पैसों का दिक्कत है, कुछ भी नहीं है, जस्ट नॉट एबल टू नेविगेट प्रोबेबली लाइफ
Career or
पाथ्स, या मतलब he is already doing some professional course. The point is somehow he is always anxiety, नहीं मुझे थोड़ा पैनिक अटैक आ रहा है, मुझे थोड़ा. So what you are saying is like once you are up to 25 or 27, 28, you are into the like your major age, starting age of your career. But I've seen cases, उसका क्या लगता है आपको, मतलब
दो चीजें हैं.
at the age of 18, 20, how he or she will be like पैनिक अटैक आ रहे हैं, मुझे एंजाइटी है, आपको कुछ लाइफ का प्रेशर ही नहीं, एवरीथिंग इज लाइक अम्ब्रेला है, अभी तो पेरेंट्स हैं, फैमिली है, बहुत बहुत कुछ हैं, दोस्त लोग हैं, फिर क्यों ये दिक्कत है?
So I'm going to answer it in both ways. One is to recognize that mental health challenges, young people experience a lot of it. Their challenges get invisibilized also very often. जैसे ना हमें बहुत naturally आदत है life struggles. See, we come from a country जिसने struggle देखा है. हमारे parents ने काम किया है, तो ना we have seen and we like to talk about it also. हम बहुत अच्छे से फ्रेम कर देते हैं कि यार हमारे टाइम पे तो इतना कुछ था, तुम्हारे टाइम पे तो कुछ भी नहीं है. सो एज अ ये हमारे पापा भी करते थे, हम भी कर रहे हैं, आगे वाले लोग हम उनके साथ करेंगे. सो जनरेशनली वी ट्राई टू लुक एट रिसोर्सेज एंड कंपैरिजन. एंड उस प्रोसेस में ना यंग अडल्ट्स जो हैं, जो टीनेजर्स हैं, जो 15 से 22 साल तक के बच्चे हैं, जो कॉलेज में हैं, दे फिगरिंग आउट हु दे आर, आइडेंटिटी, देयर लॉट ऑफ चैलेंजेस गेट इनविजिबलाइज्ड. क्योंकि वो मेन फ्रंट फोर फ्रंट पे नहीं होते हैं. हमें लगता है अभी तक तो शेल्टर्ड लाइफ है, बट एक्चुअली उस शेल्टर्ड लाइफ में बहुत सारे दूसरे लोग घुस चुके हैं. अगर हम नोटिस करें इन लास्ट 10 years, दीज चिल्ड्रन एक्सपीरियंस हाई अमाउंट ऑफ स्ट्रेस विद रिगार्ड्स टू करियर. और ये 18 में शुरू नहीं होता है, ये शुरू हो जाता है आपका स्कूल के अंदर 14 से 15 साल की उम्र में. पेरेंटल इन्फ्लुएंस, पेरेंटल प्रेशर, यू नो द एंटायर एस्पेक्ट ऑफ who needs to be who, I want to be this, you know what I want to be is a huge chunk of pressure, जिसके बारे में as a population हमें बात करना नहीं आता है. हमें लगता है यार ये तो नॉर्मल होना चाहिए ना, you should be able to deal with it. Second part is there is extreme amount of loneliness at that stage also. A lot of young adults who come to us tell us that they don't feel understood by their people, कि हाँ मुझे लोग समझ नहीं पाते हैं. अब ये फीलिंग अगर कॉन्स्टेंटली है तो मतलब सच में कुछ हो रहा है, दैट दे आर नॉट एबल टू बी अंडरस्टूड. या तो उनके पास वो इनफ भाषा नहीं है बताने की कि उन्हें क्या हो रहा है, ना सामने वाले के पास शायद उतना समय, नॉलेज, अंडरस्टैंडिंग है कि उन्हें क्या हो रहा है. थर्ड चीज़ ये है कि जब हम किसी भी तरह के चैलेंजेस टीनेज में देखते हैं, टीनेज ब्रेकअप्स, वी टेक देम वेरी लाइटली. टीनेज फ्रेंडशिप ब्रेकअप्स एज अडल्ट, समझ लीजिए अगर मेरा कोई छोटा भाई है, कोई आके बोले 14-15 साल का कि यार मेरा फ्रेंड मुझसे नाराज़ है या उसने मुझसे बात नहीं की है, हमने एक दूसरे को अनफॉलो कर दिया ऑन इंस्टाग्राम एंड स्नैपचैट, नाउ दैट इज देयर ब्रेकअप. यू नो हमारा ब्रेकअप अलग होता था, नाउ दैट इज देयर ब्रेकअप. यू डिड नॉट लाइक माई स्टोरी. नाउ इवन द वे आई एम टेलिंग इट, आई एम मेकिंग इट फनी, बट आई नो फॉर दैट पर्सन इट इज नॉट. दे एक्चुअली सी इट एज लॉस ऑफ रिलेशनशिप. एंड देखो बच्चे हैं रिलेशनशिप्स में, बच्चे हैं फ्रेंडशिप्स में, तो वहाँ झगड़े भी हो रहे हैं, वहाँ डेटिंग भी हो रहा है, वहाँ लॉस ऑफ रिलेशनशिप भी हो रहा है, एंड दे आर गोइंग थ्रू दीज ब्रेकअप्स, दे आर गोइंग थ्रू चैलेंजेस विच वी आर नॉट एबल टू मे बी एक्नॉलेज समटाइम्स. सो अ लॉट ऑफ यंग अडल्ट्स गो थ्रू चैलेंजेस. रिसर्च ये बताता है कि ऑनसेट ऑफ एंजाइटी एंड डिप्रेशन स्टार्ट्स इन एडोलेसेंस. ऑनसेट उस इलनेस का या चैलेंज का वहाँ है, दिखता वो बाद में है, तो चैलेंजेस पहले से आना शुरू हो जाते हैं. सेकंड एस्पेक्ट व्हाट आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट इज द डिले ऑफ ग्रेटिफिकेशन. सो लॉट ऑफ यंग अडल्ट्स डोंट हैव द स्किल्स टू रेगुलेट देमसेल्व्स. जैसे आपने बोला कि वो हैं 16 से 18 साल के, जैसे आप बात कर रहे थे, दे मेक इट, दे थिंक दैट समवन विल कम एंड रेस्क्यू मी, कोई आके मुझे बचाएगा, कोई आके मुझे करेगा मेरे लिए, इतना तो करना ही चाहिए, आई डिजर्व ऑल द लव, आई शुड ऑलवेज बी लव्ड. Again, these are very important conversations that schools need to have, parents need to have. We have to build resilience. There's a concept in psychology called resilience. Resilience means your ability to bounce back.
Okay.
कि लाइफ में आप गिरोगे, गिरना पार्ट है आपका, but your ability to bounce back is much more important.
वो नहीं हो पाता है,
वो नहीं हो पाता है.
But that is not a subject ना, कभी बात ही नहीं होती,
कभी बात नहीं होती है.
Resilience तो कोई
So
topic
we are
नहीं.
not building resilience. हम बच्चों के लिए AI बिल्ड कर रहे हैं, करियर पाथ्स बिल्ड कर रहे हैं, अकेडमीज बिल्ड कर रहे हैं, हॉस्टल्स बिल्ड कर रहे हैं बट हम रेजिलियंस बिल्ड नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम एम्पैथी बिल्ड नहीं कर रहे हैं. यंग अडल्ट्स cannot talk, they are ready to talk about emotions but they don't have that language or medium कि किससे बात करेंगे जाके, right? So we need more of this. We need to sit down with young people and ask what is happening to you. How can you also make it better? How do you want to take accountability? You cannot run away from this. This is happening. Stress हो रहा है तुम्हें. हम क्या बोलते हैं, डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं तो डॉक्टर बोलते हैं ना, स्ट्रेस मत लो. मेरा एक फेवरेट डायलॉग है, you know. कैसे ना ले, मतलब ये बताओ ना. कोई आशीर्वाद देते हैं, बोलते हैं खुश रहो. कैसे? आई ऑलवेज आस्क माई स्टूडेंट्स, पूछ लिया करो सामने वाले फूफा जी को, बोले ना खुश रहो. हाउ? बी पॉजिटिव. एक्सक्यूज मी, कम बैक. हाउ डू आई स्टे पॉजिटिव? सो वी आर नॉट हैविंग दीज कॉन्वर्सेशंस एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी सी नाउ यंग अडल्ट्स आर ब्रेकिंग डाउन मच अर्लियर देन दे कुड बी मे बी.
बट सी यू नो, एज एन एडल्ट अगर हमारे पास टीनेजर्स, भाई बहन या बच्चे आ रहे हैं, ऑफ कोर्स उनकी बहुत छोटी सी दुनिया है अभी, तो उनको कुछ भी अगर धक्का लगता है तो इट्स वेरी बिग फॉर देम. इट्स लाइक कि एंड ऑफ द वर्ल्ड हो गया कि मेरी फ्रेंड मुझसे बात नहीं कर रही या बॉयफ्रेंड लाइक ब्रेकअप हो गया, एनीथिंग. बट एज एन एडल्ट हमने बहुत दुनिया देख ली होती है. वी कैन सी अ बिगर पिक्चर कि अभी जो तेरे लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम्स है ना, ये इट इज नथिंग. मतलब अभी इससे बड़े बड़े इश्यूज आएंगे, यू नीड टू सॉल्व, एंड दिस इज नॉट द एंड ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. ये टल जाएगा. बट वो नहीं समझ पाते हैं एंड इट्स वेरी ऑब्वियस. उनको लगता है कि आपको क्या पता मेरी लाइफ में क्या प्रॉब्लम है, ये आपको आपके साथ हुआ होता तो. हमारे साथ सब कुछ हुआ होता है बट हम इतना शेयर नहीं करते बिकॉज हमें लगता है कि दीज आर वेरी स्मॉल थिंग्स, इस पे इतना फोकस मत करो. सो आई वांट सम टिप्स फ्रॉम यू दैट एज एन एडल्ट हाउ कैन वी टैकल दिस सिचुएशन कि वो समझे कि दिस लुक एट द बिगर पिक्चर ऑफ लाइफ. ये छोटी छोटी चीजों पे फोकस मत करो बिकॉज हम जिस लैंग्वेज में समझाते हैं हमारे लाइक चिल करना, कुछ नहीं है, टेंशन मत ले, इतना सोच मत इसके बारे में. बट आई नीड सम टिप्स कि हाँ वो समझे इस चीज को.
Our favorite dialogue is इस पे सोच मत ना, इसको मत ध्यान दे, जाके बाहर खेल के आ, चल शॉपिंग चलते हैं,
बिजी रख.
I think they are very unhelpful.
अच्छा.
If they would have worked, they would have worked with a lot of people. और ये already उन्होंने सोच लिया है. See, when people are sharing that something is bothering them, they have first tried to not bother it, let it bother themselves. वो चाहते हैं कि उन्हें बुरा ना लगे, but वो already उस space में है. See, I'll talk to you about now this with an aspect of neurobiology. Whatever you feel, it's a part of your brain's functioning, right? So this is the part. So this is how we explain the brain. That this is your thinking brain. Your brain is divided into two parts. This is your thinking brain. यहाँ से चाचा चौधरी सोचते हैं. यहाँ आप आशीर्वाद देते हो. This is your emotional brain. This is the easiest way to remember it. ठीक है?
Okay.
Now your emotional brain, whenever you're feeling a lot of things, your emotional brain is active. Biologically ये अंदर हो चुका है सिस्टम में. और आप बोल रहे हो उन्हें सब रैशनल चीजें कि ना, जब कोई बच्चा बहुत एग्जाम के पहले एंग्शियस है, 10th स्टैंडर्ड बोर्ड एग्जाम, बाहर पेरेंट्स समझा रहे हैं, नहीं तू भगवान का नाम ले, सब ठीक हो जाएगा, तू सोच ही मत, तू टेंशन ले ही क्यों रहा है. उसका दिस इज योर ब्रेन. जब हम इमोशनल फील करते हैं या एंग्शियस फील करते हैं, एक फ्लैप ओपन होता है. दिस पार्ट इज द इमोशनल ब्रेन. दिस गेट्स एक्टिवेटेड. इमोशनल ब्रेन एक्टिवेट हो चुका है. And biologically, every time your emotional brain is activated, your thinking brain shuts down. इसीलिए हमारा थिंकिंग ब्रेन तब बंद हो जाता है, क्योंकि बायोलॉजिकली ब्रेन को लगता है कि अभी सर्वाइव करना है, ये ब्रेन को एक्टिव रखो, थिंकिंग ब्रेन को बंद कर दो. तो when you're giving a lot of this ज्ञान to that person, which is common sensical ज्ञान, the person is not receiving it. Their nervous system is dysregulated. They are overwhelmed. They are feeling a sense of anxiety or loss or just absolute sense of control. They want to be held. हम इस नर्वस सिस्टम को कैसे, इमोशनल ब्रेन को कैसे शांत कर सकते हैं? जब हम उन्हें ठहराव दें. और ठहराव कैसे दिया जाता है? आप सेंस ऑर्गन्स के थ्रू, हाथ पकड़कर, बात करके, पानी पिला के. लेट्स टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. You seem to be really overwhelmed right now. और आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि ये इंसान overwhelmed है, right?
You like you understand that.
You can see it that this person is absolutely overwhelmed and you want to give them ज्ञान. So recently एक वीडियो वायरल हुआ है that one person was having an anxiety attack in the flight and one person slapped that the other person. जो इंसान ऑलरेडी ओवरवेल्म्ड है, डिसरेगुलेटेड, वन एक्चुअली किसी को मारना आपके पास हक नहीं है, आप किसी को भी नहीं मार सकते हो. but you slapped that person, that means that person was not okay. You had to do the other thing. You had to actually sit them down, give them comfort, make them feel understood and held, and then talk a lot about these things. So biologically, हमें पहले इंसान को ground करना होता है. And maybe in the next couple of minutes, I can give you exact tips how to ground the other person. So first is you calm them down. Don't use these things that it's okay, मत सोच, वो सोच रहे हैं.
Don't use common sense.
Don't use common. Talk to them. Tell me everything that you're feeling. Why was this friendship important to you? Why is this loss making you feel so overwhelmed right now? And as they will start talking, उनको वो rationality अपने आप build होगी. See, आज आप बोल दोगे कि जा इतना important नहीं है, कल उनका सच में जब कभी serious breakup होगा, they're still going to feel that loss. So you have to help them understand to talk to themselves when things are not going okay. So when you talk to them, they learn to talk to themselves also. कि what is relevant right now. अच्छा 4 चीजें बता मुझे जो आज तू कर सकता है तेरे लिए. Where do you need help with? Is there anyone who will understand what you're going through? Is it bothering you? Is it impacting your studies? Do you feel is it right? And they will tell you it is not right. I should focus on my studies. So you have to let it come through them. You have to talk to them, invite them to talk about it. As soon as they'll start sharing, they'll recognize what they're feeling. Third
So it's
part,
like make them feel that whatever you're feeling, that is absolutely
Absolutely
right.
all
That is
right.
absolutely okay.
and let's talk about it.
Okay.
Third part is then build accountability. Third stage में accountability की बात आती है क्योंकि now you're feeling this, but जैसे मैं हमेशा एक एग्जांपल देती हूँ, आपके बच्चे को बुखार है बहुत तेज और उसकी 10th बोर्ड की परीक्षा है. एज ए पेरेंट आप क्या करोगे? आपके पास 3 ऑप्शन है. एक है यू गोइंग टू बी एब्सोल्युटली प्रोटेक्टिव, नहीं तू परीक्षा देने जा ही मत, कुछ नहीं होता है, लाइफ में सब अच्छा है, बैठे रहो आप घर के अंदर. सेकंड, ऐसे कैसे बुखार हो सकता है, यू हैव टू बी स्ट्रांग, यू हैव टू बी पॉजिटिव, डर के आगे जीत है, जाओ एग्जाम देने के लिए, कुछ नहीं होता है. थर्ड, तुम्हें बुखार है, मुझे पता है, आई नो इट्स गोइंग टू बी डिफिकल्ट टू राइट द पेपर, सो आई एम गोइंग टू स्टे आउटसाइड your exam room. You write how much ever you can. I trust that you can do well in this exam. We have to separate. Today we have to separate. I'm going to be sitting outside, and as soon as you're done with your exam, we are going to go home.
Or the moment you feel that I'm not able to write, we can go home.
We can go home.
Exactly.
Absolutely. This is where we need to be. We need to build accountability and support. We don't have to take our children out of the problems. कुछ नहीं होता है. हम उस बॉयफ्रेंड को कॉल करके डांट देंगे, उनका फोन ले लेंगे, उनके अकाउंट्स बंद कर देंगे. हाउ इज दिस हेल्पिंग योर चाइल्ड? इज इट डेवलपिंग एनी सोल्यूशन फोकस स्किल? नो. योर चाइल्ड इज नॉट लर्निंग हाउ टू सॉल्व देयर प्रॉब्लम्स. सो यू हैव टू डू these 3 things. Listen to them, not use these sentences, not dismiss their feelings, really help them ground in that minute, give them that holding. If you can hug them, sit with them, really look at them, make that eye contact, that I see you, you're valid. And then talk about accountability. What can you do for yourself? You're feeling these big emotions, I get it, but we have to do something about it. Let's go for a walk. Let's try to do something else. These are the 3 things that can help.
Actually.
You have to dilute with them first.
Yeah.
And then make your point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you think spirituality has a role to play?
Absolutely.
As an adult, अभी मेरी टीनेज में ये सब दिक्कत शायद मैं उतना एक्सप्रेसिव नहीं था, मुझे पता भी नहीं चला कि ये सब दिक्कत है या नहीं है, बट वो सेल करके रीच समवेयर. अभी आपको लगता है स्पिरिचुअलिटी, मतलब आप अपने क्लाइंट्स को या जो भी टीनेजर आते हैं, जेनजी प्रॉब्लम के साथ आते हैं, तो आप स्पिरिचुअलिटी एज ए सॉल्यूशन देते हो या स्पिरिचुअलिटी एक्चुअल में हेल्प कर सकती है?
रिसर्च ये बताती है स्पिरिचुअलिटी हैज अ ग्रेट इम्पैक्ट ऑन योर सेंस ऑफ वेलबींग. ये है, it is established, it is given. Now how we use it is absolutely very subjective. हम spiritual solutions नहीं देते हैं, but there are people who talk about being spiritual and how it helps them, how it grounds them. Now there are certain practices, there are certain meditative practices, there is faith, there is belief, and there is a lot of also confusion between being religious and spirituality, right? हमारे culture में there is a mixed blend. And it's okay. I think I love that aspect of my culture, that we have something to hold on to. And people have their own things to hold on to. So therapy will never neglect anything that is working for you.
I see. Okay.
For example, we have had clients who will tell me, a 50-year-old woman talking about extreme depressive symptoms, but also talks about शी इज जैन. As soon as चातुर्मास comes, she will go to the temple और वो महाराज साहब के पास जाएंगी. उनको बेहतर महसूस होता है. उनको होता है बेहतर महसूस. So we use that कि आप वहाँ जाते हो, आपको क्या फील होता है. Just remember that experience and can we try to do that at home also. Now that is just one very very vague example I'm giving you. We try to use what is working for you. So coming to your first aspect of the question, spirituality has a lot of research that talks about its association with well-being. It helps you ground. It helps you look at life in a larger lens. It helps you look at yourself that you are not the only bigger person in this world. You know, there is a larger system and everything is all right.
Don't give much importance to yourself.
हाँ, exactly. So spirituality definitely आपको वो grounding देता है, sense of community भी देता है. You know, समझ लीजिए अगर आप एक religious group से हैं, now I'm moving beyond spirituality, now I'm talking to spiritual religious practices. There are people who perform these spiritual religious practices. It makes them feel that they're connected to a larger purpose.
Yeah.
जब तीर्थ यात्रा पे लोग जाते हैं, they feel that drive. लोग पहाड़ चढ़ जाते हैं, you know, जो walk नहीं कर रहे हैं. I have seen my parents doing it. There's a bigger purpose attached to it. There's a drive attached to it. So I always tell that this your body had so much capacity. I'm so proud of you. So I never say कि आप मंदिर तो चढ़ जाते हो, आप treadmill क्यों नहीं जा रहे हो? There is a reason that they will do that. So we have to find ways to use that and see if they can find ways to do this similar thing in other ways of your life. So to Gen Z or to people, we do talk about mindfulness. We do talk about Buddhist psychology principles where you separate yourself from the bigger, you know, purpose. You build bigger purpose and meaning, but not immediately because they're not ready with that set of thoughts sometimes. But yes, clients talk about spirituality in India all the time. It cannot be taken out of the therapy work. It is part of the therapy work. Yeah.
ऐसी बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम, जैसे आज हमने क्या किया है, शायद जो छोटी छोटी प्रॉब्लम आती है ना उसको बहुत बड़ा बना दिया. मतलब ये मेरा पर्सनल ओपिनियन है, शायद बहुत लोग इससे एग्री नहीं करेंगे. मतलब हम छोटी छोटी दिक्कत को, जैसे यहाँ आए थे हम लोग तो हमको मराठी नहीं आती, हमको इंग्लिश बोलना नहीं आता है क्योंकि हम तो गांव से हैं. हमको इंग्लिश मैंने टाइम्स ऑफ मीडिया से सीखा है. तो ये जेन्युइन प्रॉब्लम है. उसका जेन्युइन सॉल्यूशन है कि आप टाइम्स ऑफ मीडिया पढ़ोगे तो इंग्लिश सीख जाओगे. बट आज की डेट में लोगों के साथ ऐसी बहुत सारी छोटी छोटी प्रॉब्लम है, उसका होवा बना के रखा हुआ है. बट मेरे लिए क्या है, मैं मंदिर जाता था तो मतलब मैं साल में 4-5 बार मंदिर चला जाता, तो मेरा सब कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस, मतलब मैं बहुत मानता हूँ, तो मैं फॉलो करता हूँ कि यार जो होगा ना ऊपर वाले ने जो देना होगा वो देगा. हमारा काम है कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन. आप कर्म पे आपका जोर है, फल पे आपका जोर नहीं. क्या होगा, बट हाँ आप घर पे बैठ जाओगे कि यार जो होगा देखेंगे, मैं तो भगवान भरोसे बैठा हूँ, ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. हाथ पैर दिमाग भगवान इसीलिए दिए हैं कि भाई तेरे को कुछ भेज रहा हूँ, तेरे को कुछ करना है. करते हैं, विल सी क्या होता है. बट उसने मतलब मेरे लाइफ की बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम वैसे ही सोल्व कर दी. मतलब हर जगह आपको रिजल्ट, जैसे एपिसोड स्टार्ट हुआ था यू मेंशन कि कोई भी चीज एक दिन में सॉल्व करने वाली, बहुत सारी चीजों को आप कल के लिए छोड़ दीजिए. तो मैंने भी मेरी लाइफ में ना बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी छोड़ी है कि यार ठीक है ना, देखेंगे बाद में जब होगा.
But it is also to add, all of this must have helped you, but it also हम एक concept बोलते हैं temperament or personality. Okay. You are that temperament who could look at life through that lens. जैसे हम वो temperament build भी कर सकते हैं over a period of time. So हर किसी का temperament या deeper personal attribute ऐसे ना हो कि वो लाइफ को इसी तरह से देखें. समझ लीजिए आप उनको बताना चाहोगे कि यार you know, look at life in a bigger picture. But there's a possibility their temperament is that they are a very anxious person. कहते हैं ना वो पैसे को लेकर भी fearful हैं, खाने को लेकर भी fearful हैं, दोस्ती को लेकर भी fearful है. फिर आपका ये जो philosophy है वो उनको fit नहीं होगा. They will feel कि अरे यार ये मेरे को समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं. So people are different, people are unique, their personalities are different, their temperaments are different. और ये कैसे बनता है, ये जो मशीन है हम जो हैं, हम जो घड़ गए हैं, ये हम अपने चाइल्डहुड एक्सपीरियंसेस से घड़े हैं. तो हम there's a concept called self efficacy, जिसे बोला जाता है कि how can I, my capability in taking care of things that are there in my life, my capability of solving problems in my life is my self efficacy. Now there are people who are high on self efficacy, there are people who are low on self efficacy. Over a period of time they realize that oh I can take charge and take care of things in my life. But if they grew up in a home where every small thing became a huge thing, कि घर में आप गलती कर ही नहीं सकते, और मम्मी हमेशा डरी हुई रहती थी, पापा हमेशा नहीं नहीं अपन नहीं जाएंगे बस से, बस में कुछ हो जाता है 4 घंटे पहले जाएंगे अपन बस स्टेशन. So we'll come from different homes, different types of experiences. Now, people who went through partition, people who went through wars, people who went through different physical, mental health challenges, people who went through a lot of financial troubles, हम सबका temperament अलग-अलग घड़ा है. तो आज हम जो है हमारे childhood experiences का outcome है. तो शायद सबके साथ वो fit नहीं करता. So therapy, again, I'm not trying to promote here, but what it will do is it will understand your temperament. कि you are a more likely anxious person, तो आप थेरेपी का अगर मैं टाइम स्लॉट चेंज कर दूंगी तो भी आप एंशियस हो जाओगे. You know? So, for example, no, I'm not available. Then when you will be available? आप कब जा रहे हो? कब आओगे? So we have to position our responses accordingly. So we can understand that different people respond to things differently, and we can help them learn skills in terms of in life where they are. अगर एक रेस ट्रैक है, उसका स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट है, सब उस स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट पे अलग अलग रुके हुए हैं. तो जो जहां है उसको वहां से उठाकर कितना आगे ला सकते हैं इस थेरेपी.
जितना अच्छे से यू आर एक्सप्रेसिंग, मतलब मैं भी कोशिश करता हूँ ना लोगों को, लोग ऐसे प्रॉब्लम लेके बहुत बार आ जाते हैं कि यार ऐसा करेंगे तो मैं ट्राई टू सॉल्व करता हूँ कि यार इसको ऐसा कर सकते हैं, इसको ऐसा कर ले, वैसा कर ले. आधी बार समझ में आती है लोगों को, आधी बार नहीं आती.
यू आर अ सॉल्यूशन फोकस्ड पर्सनालिटी, अदर पीपल माइट नॉट बी, and they might see you,
चाहिए भी नहीं.
हाँ, they might see you as a threat sometimes, you know. क्या है इसके बाद जाओ, ये मेरे को ज्ञान दे देता है. So people see you that way. It is very natural. So yeah, you may want to do the other thing.
मतलब लोगों को साथ में रोने वाला चाहिए. तो मैंने बोला यार अभी सिर पकड़ के कैसे करेंगे, हो मतलब गाड़ी में गाड़ी नहीं है, चाबी नहीं है. मैंने बोला फोन कर दूंगा, वो आधा घंटे में चाबी बना के जाए. ये क्या बात है. मतलब ये मेरे घर पे भी होता है ना. तो लोगों को सोल्यूशन नहीं चाहिए. लोगों को ऐसा चाहिए कि मैं बह रही हूँ, मेरे साथ बहो, इमोशनली बहो, मैं परेशान हूँ. अरे मैंने बोला मैंने तो बहुत सारी दिक्कत देखी है, मतलब एज ए पर्सन तो बहुत कुछ हो चुका है यार. ये तो मेरे फिट ही नहीं बैठता कि ये कोई प्रॉब्लम है. मतलब हम तो कहाँ से आ रहे हैं.
इसका एक साधारण सा मेटाफर देती हूँ. इफ दे वांट यू टू फ्लो विद देम, इमेजिन देयर इज अ हाई टाइड एंड यू आर इन अ बोट, एंड दे आर एक्सपीरियंसिंग द हाई टाइड. वो बोट में आगे बैठे हुए थे, सारा हाई टाइड उन्हें फील हो रहा है. आप उनको बोलो आई विल सिट नेक्स्ट टू यू, और जो पेडल है एक अब मेरे हाथ में रहेगा. आई विल नो व्हेन टू स्टॉप, बट फर्स्ट यू हैव टू सिट विद देम. आप उनको बोलोगे ना तू पीछे बैठ, मैं आगे बैठती हूँ, और ये बोट ही नहीं है, हाई टाइड है ही नहीं, दे विल फील लाइक अरे नहीं मुझे तो फील हो रही है ना, क्योंकि वो उनको फील हो रही थी. आप उनके पास जाके बैठो, फर्स्ट स्टेप, आगे नहीं, पास जाके बैठो पैरेलली, ताकि उनके जैसे आप महसूस कर सको उस हाई टाइड को. फिर उनको बोलो एक पेडल मेरे हाथ में, वुड यू वांट टू टेक अ बैक स्टेप, डू यू वांट मी टू सॉल्व इट, डू यू वांट अ सॉल्यूशन, और डू यू वांट टू जस्ट सिट हियर, एंड दे विल गिव यू एन आंसर.
सी ऐसा भी होता है कि एज अ थर्ड पर्सन ना हमें दिखता है कि यार तू तो फाइनेंशियली अच्छा है, फिजिकली यू आर हेल्दी, फैमिली इतनी अच्छी है, फ्रेंड्स है, बट फिर भी तो दुखी क्यों है. सी हमने बहुत ऐसे लोगों को ऑब्जर्व किया है कि सब कुछ होने के बाद भी तुम सैड हो, तुम डिप्रेस्ड हो. ऐसा क्यों, ऐसी क्या सिचुएशंस होती है?
राइट. सो when we look at mental health, we usually see mental health as कि साइकोलॉजिकल चैलेंज है, या कुछ हुआ होगा इसलिए उन्हें बुरा लग रहा है, लाइफ में कुछ प्रॉब्लम होगी इसलिए मेंटल हेल्थ चैलेंजेस आएंगे. दे आर डेफिनेटली ट्रू. लाइफ में हमारे पास जब दिक्कतें होती है वी एक्सपीरियंस स्ट्रेसेस, बट देयर इज अ ह्यूज पार्ट ऑफ मेंटल हेल्थ विच इज बायोलॉजिकल, जो हम समझ ही नहीं पाते हैं. कहते ना जो दिखता नहीं है वो घाव हम उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पाते. राइट. फ्रैक्चर हुआ है तो दिखेगा तो समझ में आता है फ्रैक्चर हुआ है. Now, when we talk about mental health biologically, there are certain neurochemicals, neurotransmitters in our brain, जिनकी एक्टिविटी हमें महसूस कराती है, जो हम फील या इमोशनली महसूस करते हैं. Now, for example, when a person is experiencing anxiety, a certain neurotransmitter जैसे GABA का activity बढ़ जाता है in your frontal cortex, right? That's why you become hypersensitive to every challenge that you are experiencing. When a person is experiencing depression, they have very, very low levels of dopamine and serotonin in their body. Now, they don't have the energy to do something. So, ऐसा नहीं कि उन्हें उठकर उस काम पे जाना नहीं है या उस दोस्त से बात नहीं करनी है. They are not able to do it. So when Deepika Padukone expressed about depression and not being able to wake up in the morning, we're also talking about now the biological factors of mental health, which are not visible, right? But are happening. They're exactly in your brain. और जब सब लोग बोलते हैं ना, तेरे दिमाग में है ये सब कुछ, I actually say हाँ मेरे दिमाग में है, right? Your brain's health will define your emotional performance and functionality. So sometimes there are important legit biological factors why people feel certain things. and that's why people need medication. So there's an entire triangle. So whenever we talk about mental health, और जब भी आप किसी से भी बात कर रहे हो या कोई आपको बता रहा हो कि उन्हें कुछ challenges हैं, think in terms of a triangle. One end of the triangle is biological factors, कि जो हमारे control में नहीं है, which will need a doctor's assessment. You will have to go through an evaluation to understand what is happening to your brain. Another part is psychological. आप क्या महसूस कर रहे हो? क्या आपके मन में कुछ ऐसी बातें चल रही है जो आपको constantly परेशान feel कराती है? Third part is societal, social, cultural. कि for example, there are people, genders who experience much more stressors. कुछ फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस हैं, कुछ जेंडर रिलेटेड इश्यूज हैं, कुछ फैमिली रिलेटेड कंसर्न्स हैं जो सोसाइटल है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपको शादी करनी है किसी से बट आपके माँ बाप नहीं कराना चाहते हैं. Now that's a societal problem, right? It's not a mental health challenge, but it can contribute to a lot of stress and anxiety, which can show up in your workplace. A new mother who has just given birth, but does not have the support system. Biological changes हैं body के अंदर, can go through postpartum depression, but also experiences this new identity with a lot of loss. सबको लगता है माँ तो ऐसे ही बन जाना चाहिए, बट नहीं बन पाते ना. They experience mental health challenges. So mental health is this triangle, and that's how we need to see it sometimes.
Fine. I mean, I can understand this कि this is a triangle sort of thing. But ऐसी क्या कंडीशन है जहाँ पे इंसान सुसाइड को एक सॉल्यूशन देखता है? मतलब he or she will opt as in सुसाइड की भाई अब तो बस खत्म करना ही बचा है, अभी मेरे पास कुछ भी ऑप्शन नहीं है.
Yeah. Suicide is a huge mental health challenge in our country. Now, I'll start with first, suicide was पहले seen as a crime. एक criminal activity देखा जाता था. Recently, with the changes in the Mental Health Care Act, we have decriminalized suicide. कि हम suicide को as a crime नहीं, हम as a mental health condition देखते हैं अब. But अगर आप suicide को देखो as a phenomenon, it is also a social political challenge. जैसे हमारे देश में फार्मर्स सुसाइड हुआ है, हमारे देश में लोग जब कुछ उन्हें नहीं मिल पा रहा है सोशल सेटिंग्स के कारण, दे एंड अप टेकिंग देयर लाइव्स. नाउ टॉकिंग जस्ट अबाउट द मेंटल हेल्थ एस्पेक्ट, सिंस आई एम अ थेरेपिस्ट, आई विल फोकस ऑन दैट. Mental health challenges can lead to suicidal ideation because a person, it's not the choice actually. Suicide is never a choice. They feel it's the only way they can make themselves completely go away. Every other thing feels extremely difficult. They feel irrelevant. They feel they're not needed on this planet. They're not needed in this life. And they feel that they're a huge burden to everyone who loves them. So people who experience suicidal ideation, they are not doing it for attention. So this is also for all the people who are listening to us. In their life, कभी ना कभी उनको किसी ना किसी ने बोला है, कल मैं अगर नहीं रही तो तुम क्या करोगे? या tomorrow if I disappear, what will you find me? These are just their ways of telling you that something is making them feel completely unwanted and irrelevant. And if you look at human beings, they want to be wanted.
True.
हम ऐसे beings हैं, we are social beings. We want to feel connected, we want to feel needed, we want to feel wanted. So one is, of course, depressive thoughts can, when they go into an extreme chronic depression hai, they can result into suicidal ideation. A lot of personality disorders like borderline personality challenges or obsessive compulsive disorder or other mental health conditions में भी suicidal ideation आ सकता है, क्योंकि इंसान अपने behavior और emotions के काबू में नहीं रहता है. They cannot regulate what they are feeling. तो जैसे आप और मैं जिनको mental health challenge या illness नहीं है, हम शायद एक पर्टिकुलर इंसिडेंट को अलग तरह से देखेंगे, बट उनके लाइफ में अगर स्ट्रेसर्स आए, दे मे एंड अप फीलिंग suicidal at that point of time. So suicide is never an option. They just feel that there is nothing else that can help them.
And what you mentioned this bio in this one is OCD. Before that, what you mentioned?
I talked about borderline personality disorder.
What is that? Borderline personality.
Borderline personality condition.
Borderline
personality एक mental health illness है जहाँ पे इंसान को constant fear of rejection होता है. They feel like everyone will leave them. It's a personality challenge. So कोई भी mental health condition में बहुत सारे symptoms होते हैं. It's not just one aspect. There are combination of symptoms that a person experiences over a period of time. Then we diagnose them with that mental health condition. So borderline personality is a part of personality disorders in mental health. So in mental health, there are a lot of disorders. हम बात सिर्फ anxiety और depression की करते हैं. There is ADHD, there are anxiety disorders like OCD, phobias, panic disorder, agoraphobia. then there are personality concerns, then there are behavioral disorders, then there are childhood disorders, then there are neurodevelopmental disorders. So there are a lot of mental health conditions.
I see. And you have to like discuss and find out कि
Absolutely.
ये किससे, because the person who is coming for help, he or she doesn't know
Absolutely.
कि
Yeah.
like unless it is very common like anxiety, depression तो समझ में आता है, but probably
So person
you-
will sit with you, do that evaluation. जैसे आप किसी डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, आपके वो टेस्ट करते हैं, असेसमेंट करते हैं, वैसे ही साइकोलॉजिस्ट, क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजिस्ट, साइकाट्रिस्ट आपके असेसमेंट्स करते हैं, नोटिस करते हैं, आपके पेरेंट्स से बात करते हैं, आपके आसपास के लोगों से बात करते हैं. अगर आप कॉन्स्टेंटली वो सिम्टम्स एक्सपीरियंस कर रहे हैं, देन दे डायग्नोस यू विद दैट मेंटल हेल्थ कंडीशन.
so therapy is a solution for mental health issues, right? I wanted to know कि therapy can be a solution for betterment.
Absolutely.
मेरे इमोशन को मुझे अच्छे से हैंडल करना है, सो आई वांट टू ग्रो इमोशनली. लॉजिकली मैं बहुत अच्छा हूँ, मुझे इमोशनली थोड़ा ग्रो करना है, सो थेरेपी इज अ सॉल्यूशन फॉर दैट.
Absolutely. So a lot of our clients recently we see this trend that people are investing in their wellness. जैसे हमारे फिजिकल हेल्थ वाले सेक्टर में भी एक बदलाव आया है. पीपल आर इन्वेस्टिंग इन गुड फूड, फिजिकल हेल्थ regime. Similarly, a lot of at the moment we have a lot of CEOs, high performing leaders, managers coming to seek therapy to improve themselves, to understand themselves better. People are coming in to understand that can I take care of my emotions better? Can I train my brain for better things? Can I look
so
at
there is no problem.
There is
they
no
are not
problem.
feeling any problem with
Yeah.
their mental.
there are no
this thing,
mental illnesses.
but they just want to grow.
Absolutely,
improve.
absolutely. So
Oh,
we have a
nice.
lot of movie directors, actors, performers, because उनको constantly अपने emotions के touch में रहना पड़ता है. So therapy is for everyone in a way when you feel ready for it. I will not say that go to therapy today itself to everyone who's listening to us. But if you feel 3 things, if you feel that life में कुछ ऐसा चल रहा है जो मुझे किसी से बात करनी है, अगर थॉट आ गया है ना मतलब आपको बात करनी है. सेकंड, अगर आपको लाइफ में लगने लग जाए कि आप सब चीजें कर पा रहे हो बट कहीं पे भी सेटिस्फैक्शन महसूस नहीं होता है, you don't feel content in your relationships, in your work, you're constantly, you feel like you're running after something but you don't know what. Maybe you need to understand and clarify things for yourself. Third, you feel like now I am in a stage in life where I have time and mind space and money and resources. I can invest on myself. I want to talk about myself. I want to understand myself better. I want someone to help me make sense of my world better. That could be your therapist.
Okay.
These could be 3 things for betterment.
Understood. What would be so as in person, as in client, if he or she comes with an like issue, so you have a way to start.
Absolutely.
If I am coming with no issues, how you will start?
So every therapist has a different mechanism. I'm going to start with first understanding your life journey little bit, because I don't want to assume things कि आप अगर आ गए हो तो आपके सब स्ट्रेंथ्स ही है, आपकी लाइफ में सब अच्छा ही चल रहा है. और हम ऐसा नहीं कि गलतियां ढूंढेंगे या प्रॉब्लम्स निकालेंगे, बट हम आपकी लाइफ जर्नी को बेहतर समझेंगे. वी विल अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज योर पर्सनैलिटी टाइप, व्हाट आर योर स्ट्रेंथ्स, व्हाट हैव बीन योर वेज ऑफ मेकिंग मीनिंग इन लाइफ. आप लाइफ के जब प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं किस तरह से देखते हो. अगर आपकी लाइफ में कुछ माइलस्टोन्स हुए हैं जैसे शादी या करियर या इन टर्म्स ऑफ यू हैव बिकम अ पेरेंट, यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ वाज दैट फॉर यू. रिसेंटली आप जब डे टू डे फंक्शनिंग में आप सबसे ज़्यादा क्या करते हो, आपका रूटीन समझेंगे. हम उन एरियाज को बेहतर करेंगे जो शायद in potentially might be a stressful areas for you. So for example, if you run a business, you are in a high performing team and you are one of the leader, I would like to understand your emotional intelligence. Do you connect with the people you want to? Are you able to reach your full potential? Because that's where I would want you to be. If there are things that you want to do more, I would want us to talk about them. That Pooja, ab mere paas sab theek hai. So recently last week there's a client who came. She's like, I'm over my boyfriend. Everything is great. I want to now live life. I said, so sometimes we survive, sometimes we live, and then we thrive. So we can thrive. We can talk about things that we want to do, we want to be, and then figure out ways to build them. So I will start there. Yeah.
Life and then thrive.
Absolutely.
But इतना सब करने से यार आपका पर्सनल इमोशनल बैलेंस बिगड़ जाता है. उसको सही कैसे करेंगे?
Boundaries, one of the thing is to you recognize कि अब कब ज़्यादा हो रहा है. Make sure, like for example, my team also does not.
किसी की okay, I am interrupting. किसी की स्टोरी इतनी पेनफुल हो सकती है
बिल्कुल हो सकती
कि लाइक आपको लगे यार भाई हाँ मतलब हम रोने लग जाएंगे, मतलब सुनते सुनते आप
होता
बोलेंगे यार मेरे को परेशानी हो रही है, मतलब अभी आप जाइए आपको ऐसा बोलना पड़ेगा, फिर आप आधा घंटा बाहर बैठिए या समथिंग लाइक.
होता है. So sometimes we relate to some of the stories. Now, for example, everyone is a women's therapist. So, for example, someone comes and talks about their abortion or miscarriage. Now, 1 out of 3 women in India experience miscarriages and abortions, but no one talks about them. So, it is very relatable. Someone talks about having a bad partner or a bad childhood. In India, most women have had. Very easy to relate. So, concerns भी हमारे relatable ही हैं, right? So, now there are some very, very private conversations people talk about. People talk about sexual dysfunctions. People talk about aggressive partners. People talk about their fathers being so difficult, their mothers being so difficult, their separation. There is such intimate detail that you can't even imagine the kind of pain people talk about once they get comfortable. So it's hard to not get affected. You're human.
True, yeah.
And that makes us better therapists because we
True.
can feel their pain. We are not robots. We are not AI. But it is always important to recognize that you will have to separate. You will have to disclose that, I am a professional and I will have to separate. Taking breaks is important. Sometimes certain kind of clients, a lot of my team members will tell कि पूजा मेरे को अभी trauma वाले clients नहीं चाहिए. It is impacting my relationship.
I think you're a therapist.
So, my team therapist. So we are a team of therapists. So I manage all of them and we talk to them. So supervision mandatory होता है therapist के लिए. They talk to other therapists to go through there. So we have therapy reimbursement. जैसे gym reimbursement होता है. So every team member has to go to a therapist and talk about themselves. ताकि वो भी अपना खाली करेंगे ना. मतलब how will they take in? कितना भरा है. So they have a supervisor, they have a mandatory therapist. And we reimburse all of that. चाहे आप junior हो, intern हो. Everyone has free access to therapy at Safe Stories.
अच्छा.
You can talk to someone. आपको सिर्फ बिल देना है. आप चूज करो नहीं तो हम आपको थेरेपिस्ट ढूंढ के लाके दे देंगे.
अच्छा.
Yeah.
Compulsory once in a quarter sort of.
One every month.
अच्छा.
हाँ. That's one of our biggest expense as a company. It helps people to actually become better therapists. Work-life balance, having limited sessions. So no therapist will take more than 3 sessions in a day. That's a rule at Safe Stories.
हमें ना कुछ बहुत सारी टर्म्स आजकल you are toxic हम बोल देते हैं किसी को. आप नार्सिस्ट हो, you are narcissist. बहुत नेगेटिव इंसान है, तेरे साथ बात करने से मेरा दिमाग खराब हो जाता है. क्या लगता है अगले आदमी में क्या प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है? एज एन थेरेपिस्ट आई एम आस्किंग यू, सपोज मैं किसी को ये बोल रहा हूँ कि यार तू बहुत नार्सिस्ट है, तू बहुत नेगेटिव है, तू क्या, आपको क्या लगता है, क्या इमोशनल इम्बैलेंस, कौन सा इमोशनल इम्बैलेंस उसमें हो सकता है?
आई फील पहले तो ये टर्म्स हम लूजली यूज करते हैं. आई थिंक इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट टू बी माइंडफुल कि हम जो भी टर्म्स बोल रहे हैं उसके साइकी पे, उसके इमोशनल हेल्थ पे उसका इम्पैक्ट हो सकता है. तो फर्स्ट आई थिंक जस्ट टू ऑल्सो होल्ड दीज टर्म्स कि हम ये क्यों बोल रहे हैं. अगर हमें कम्युनिकेट करना है दैट तुमसे बात कर कर मुझे ड्रेन फील होता है, तुमसे बात करने के बाद मुझे थकान होती है, और यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड माई पर्सपेक्टिव, आई फील मोर नेगेटिव, और आई फील मोर अनहेल्पफुल क्योंकि तुमसे बात करते हो तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स की ही बात होती है. In these moments, you need to set boundaries with that person rather than calling them names. So, if I'm understanding your question well, is what we can try is when we recognize कि इससे बात करने में हमें थकान होती है, then we need to understand it better and communicate it better rather than using these terms. Because terms are not helpful. Indeed, they create more difficult situations, and also Instagram lingo है, हम सब ने ये lingo adapt कर लिया है बहुत जल्दी. So that is more harmful than anything else. We are calling out labels which are not there. We are making it something which is not existing, So your boss telling you that you didn't perform is not toxic. But there are toxic managers, right? There are toxic managers and people struggle. So sometimes we need to evaluate what is what and communicate better. So if someone is constantly using these terms, I want to tell them that recognize what you're feeling and communicate as respectfully but as assertively. Build your boundaries. So that could be one way to do it better.
So it's like you said, manager and a genuine boss who is saying यार काम अच्छा नहीं है, मतलब there is a problem in work. तो एक तो होता है genuine feedback, एक होता है toxicity, जबरदस्ती किसी को परेशान करने की थी. तो but there is a line of difference जहाँ पे हमको समझ में आ जाता है कि यार इसका intention क्या है,
समझ आ जाता है.
बिल्कुल
कि genuinely चाहते हैं कि जो हमारे मैनेजर है वो काम improve करना चाहते हैं या बस वो तंग करना चाहते हैं, वो
टॉक्सिक पूरा वर्कप्लेस कल्चर होता है. आई ऑल्सो वांट टू काइंड ऑफ हाईलाइट दैट इट इज नेवर योर जस्ट योर मैनेजर. टॉक्सिक एक कल्चर होता है. जैसे हमारे वर्कप्लेसेस में एक कल्चर है कि इतना काम जायज है, इतना तो करना ही चाहिए और इसी तरह से होना चाहिए. और लोगों की पर्सनल लाइव्स नहीं होनी चाहिए. पर्सनल और प्रोफेशनल कुछ नहीं होता है, यू नो, इट इज़ ओनली प्रोफेशनल. आप इमोशंस घर पे रख कर आओ. कुछ फील करना, इट्स ओके, क्या हो गया, कल किसी घर में डेथ हुई है और आज हम उसको ईमेल करने को बोल रहे हैं. नो, दीज आर इनह्यूमन
practices.
workplace cultures, you know. So I call that this is problematic culture. People become a part of the culture. कोई मैनेजर सीख के नहीं आया है कि किसी को ट्रबल कैसे, किसी एमबीए में नहीं सिखा रहे हैं कैसे आप अपने सबऑर्डिनेट्स को परेशान करो, कोई नहीं सिखा रहा है. बट हम एज अ कल्चर वी आर अनएम्पैथेटिक, वी आर नॉट काइंड, we don't look at people as people. We look at people as designations and machines. That is the problem. So when we leave the human out of the entire experience, we become toxic. ह्यूमन जब तक हैं, आप फीडबैक दे रहे हैं, आप लोगों को समझ पा रहे हैं, आप अपने चैलेंजेस भी बता पा रहे हैं. जब मैनेजर्स खुद इमोशंस फील एक्सप्रेस करना शुरू करेंगे टीम में, तो दूसरों को लगेगा ना कि हाँ यार, अगर वो फील कर सकते हैं मतलब मैं भी फील कर सकता हूँ. एंड दैट इज एक्चुअली मोर करेजियस एंड इट विल improve your efficiency.
True.
Right? So there's enough research. There's a brilliant person named Brené Brown. She writes on empathetic leadership in US. She changed the entire discourse of leadership in United States, right? She started talking about empathy, vulnerability, how perfectionism is not needed. You have to talk about your emotions. You can you can fail, or you can be flawed. Now, these are important conversations. These are human conversations. So once you start having these conversations in your boardrooms, in your workplaces, you're likely to become an employee, or you're likely to have a generation of employees who are courageous to do things. And that's what we want. So we need more human, more empathetic, and more vulnerable conversations in our workplace, rather than everything is great, everything has to be great, and everyone is great. That's going to be the start.
True.
It's a saying also, no,
How to-
that you do not leave a place
Workplace.
because of the job, you
Yeah,
leave
I
because of the
agree.
leaders and culture.
Absolutely. But I
It's a
agree
saying
with
कि
you.
मतलब कोई नौकरी नहीं छोड़ता है कि-
लोगों को छोड़ता है और
हाँ,
कल्चर को छोड़ता
वो कल्चर को छोड़ता है कि यहाँ पे मुझसे काम नहीं हो
है.
सकता.
Agreed. Agreed.
How to convey a negative person that you are negative?
So there are two important things here. When you want to give feedback, first recognize क्या आपसे feedback मांगा जा रहा है.
नहीं मांगा जा रहा. I give you condition, नहीं मांगा जा रहा. No one, because the person who is negative, he or she knows कि भाई मैं ऐसा इंसान हूँ, बट ये बात मैं कभी करूंगा ही नहीं.
चलिए फिर भी आपको देना है.
हाँ,
चलो
actually.
फर्स्ट स्टेज हम क्लियर कर देते हैं कि उन्होंने नहीं मांगा है, बट फिर भी आपको देना है.
देना है.
सेकंड होता है कि हम फीडबैक देकर व्हाट इज आवर इंटेंशन,
True.
व्हाट आर वी एक्सपेक्टिंग.
Hmm.
एक होता है कि फीडबैक देकर हम चाहते हैं कि यहाँ बदलाव आए. इफ
Improve
दैट इज
हो.
योर, समझ लीजिए,
Intention,
चलिए
yeah.
मान लेते हैं वो सिचुएशन है कि आपको फीडबैक देना है, उन्होंने नहीं मांगा, बट आप चाहते हैं फीडबैक देने के बाद बदलाव आए. सो यू गोइंग टू ब्रेक योर फीडबैक. वी कॉल इट कंस्ट्रक्टिव फीडबैक. When you use punitive language, or a language which makes the other person feel small or inferior, the feedback will never translate. Possibility. So you have to look at that. I feel you have to make it also you centric. ऐसा नहीं कि सबको लगता है.
हाँ,
फीडबैक
yeah.
जेनरिक नहीं हो
नहीं हो
सकता,
सकता,
स्पेसिफिक
हाँ.
होना चाहिए. फीडबैक शुरू होना चाहिए आई से. आई फील, आई सेंस दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स you look at the negative consequences that can happen. और आई फील कि तुम पहले ये सोचने लगते हो कि क्या गलत हो सकता है.
Wow.
I feel that you're more worried about what can go wrong. What you're doing here is you're understanding the human and also bringing accountability on their behavior. But you're also sensing that it is you who is feeling that way. And then you can always say that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I sense this more often. But ये आप फ्रेंड हो गए, पार्टनर हो गए, दोस्त हो गए, कलीग हो गए, आप बॉस हैं, आप मैनेजर है, सुपरवाइजर है. I sense that you seem to be very worried about consequences, and I feel that really impacts your efficiency. वो आपके काम को इम्पैक्ट करता है. ब्रेक डाउन कीजिए, फिर वो कुछ बात करेंगे, फिर आप बताइए कि अगर आपका काम इम्पैक्ट होता है, मतलब कहीं ना कहीं मुझे आपका परफॉर्मेंस इवेल्युएट करना है. दैट इज ऑल्सो माई रोल इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. Third part, how do you think we can make this part better? Because that is my role. I will look at how you are performing in the organization. I will just not look at you as your emotional aspect. While Hemant has great emotional aspect and I want to understand Hemant's emotion, but I also want to see how Hemant is also performing in the organization. And is that impacting the overall functioning? Can we talk about it? Or would you like to work on it at your own pace? So feedback has to be paced. Feedback has to be broken down. Feedback needs to have an outcome, either support or next actionable. It can't be just given. Then people just take them as important conclusions and may go into shell. And you may be just leading to a, कोई अगर हाई परफॉर्मिंग बंदा हो सकता था, हमने उसको सडनली रिड्यूस कर दिया टू अ नॉन परफॉर्मिंग पर्सन. ऐसा होता है. We have seen that. So maybe if I've answered your question.
या समझ गया मैं. कंस्ट्रक्टिव फीडबैक कुछ तो मैं ऑलरेडी करता हूँ बट कुछ और एडिशन बिकॉज़ आई
So at
ऑलवेज
the end, it's actually this thing that how you're conveying your message.
Absolutely. And how you're regulating yourself. देखिए जब भी हम फीडबैक दे रहे हैं किसी को, दिस आई थिंक नो बुक विल टेल यू, हम खुद बहुत डिसरेगुलेटेड होते हैं क्योंकि हमें या तो गुस्सा आ रहा होता है,
एक्चुअली
हम थोड़े फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हैं, या हम थक गए हैं भाई उसको बता के, हमने टाइम दे दिया है, हमने सब कर लिया है, यू नो हम परेशान हैं. पहले खुद को ग्राउंड कर लीजिए क्योंकि देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी आपका इमोशन अलग निकलेगा और आपके शब्द अलग निकलेंगे. आपकी आंखें कुछ बोलेगी, शब्द कुछ और बोलेंगे. बट इंसान आंखों को ज्यादा देखता है, शब्द याद नहीं रहते हैं. People don't remember what was said to them. People remember the person's face or the tone that the way they spoke with, right? हम हमेशा बोलते हैं मुझसे जैसे बात की वो मुझे पसंद नहीं आया. हम पूछते हैं ना क्या बोला, नहीं यार बट उसने जैसे बात की ना मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा.
What I feel is जो आज का यूथ है, जो यंग जनरेशन है, ये रिजेक्शन से बहुत डरता है. यू नो जैसे हम अपने बड़े लोगों से, पेरेंट्स से सुनते थे कि अरे हमने 10 चीज़ें ट्राई की है, हमने 100 चीज़ें ट्राई की है, लोगों से ना सुनी है हमने, तब जाके हम यहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं. बट व्हाट आई फील नाउ अडेज कि हमसे वो पहला स्टेप ही नहीं लिया जाता है. व्हाट इफ उसने ना बोल दिया, तो कहीं ना कहीं ये हमारे ग्रोथ पे इम्पैक्ट कर रही है. एंड व्हाई इट इज कि यूथ इतना डर चुकी है ना सुनने से.
I completely agree with you that young people are scared to get a no या रिजेक्शन, चाहे वो डेटिंग में हो, करियर में हो. वन ऑफ द चैलेंजेस इज ऑल्सो दैट विद द वे वी लुक एट नो. नो मीन्स अगर हमें किसी ने रिजेक्ट किया है, वी आर ट्रेन्ड टू लुक एट रिजेक्शन एज अ सेंस ऑफ फेलियर. एंड सेंस ऑफ फेलियर इज टाइड विथ लो सेल्फ वर्थ कि इफ आई फेल दैट मीन्स आई एम नॉट अ गुड पर्सन और आई एम नॉट गुड इनफ. सो बेसिकली वी आर अवॉइडिंग दैट नॉट गुड इनफ फीलिंग, नॉट नो. सो रिजेक्शन डीप डाउन टाइड है हमारे कोर बिलीफ के साथ, I am not good enough or I am not lovable or people only love me if I'm in a certain way. So people start looking at every rejection as a rejection to their core being. That's one part. Second, we don't look at rejection as just a part of our experience. We see that, for example, if someone rejects my profile for a particular show, they're not rejecting me as an entire person. Maybe I'm not a right fit for their program.
But we
right?
feel that we are not a right person.
फिर I will not just even feel I'm not a right person, I'm not a good psychologist. We tend to question everything that we have been doing all this while. So we quickly jump into these conclusions that I'm not good enough. So quick conclusions to these belief systems is one part. Second part is हमने no हमारे culture में बहुत अलग तरह से देखा है कि हमें हर जगह accept किया ही जाना चाहिए, हमें हर कोई पसंद आना ही चाहिए. So we have this need that we need to be perfect in everything that we do. We need to be liked by everyone. Everyone needs to love us. Now that if you have that as one of the real thing in your life, कि I need to be everything and everywhere, you're likely to feel a lot of rejection. You're likely to feel a lot of fear of rejection. And people also have fear of missing out because they have fear of rejection. So they also have FOMO that I then need to be, so they overcompensate. They over please people. वो हर जगह जाने की कोशिश करेंगे, हर किसी के साथ अच्छा बनने की कोशिश करेंगे. And that ends up feeling, of course, more tiring, right? So they're all connected to these things. Yeah.
I guess it has a problem with the self-confidence and self-trust. Suppose अगर मुझे किसी ने reject कर दिया, तो it's like कि मैं हूँ ही ऐसा इंसान. not like this कि कोई बात नहीं उसने मुझे रिजेक्ट कर दिया, बट मुझे मेरी वर्थ पता है.
इमोशनल हैंडलिंग, राइट? इमोशन हैंडलिंग एक्चुअली. मतलब अभी बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि यार someone has not answered my call. So हम डायरेक्ट यही सोचते हैं, नहीं ये तो गलत कर रहा है, मतलब ये मैं उसका नेगेटिव ही सोचूंगा एज एन पर्सन. हम उसका जबकि हो सकता है वो हॉस्पिटल में हो सकता है वो कहीं.
उसका एक और कारण है हेमंत कि हम सब बहुत इमीडिएट ग्रेटिफिकेशन पे है, जो मैं पहले बात कर रही थी. वी नीड थिंग्स इमीडिएटली. पेशेंस नहीं. वी वांट कि सब हम एक तो व्हाट्सएप एंड यू नो इंस्टाग्राम एंड फोन, दे फील लाइक एवरीवन शुड बी एट माय डिस्पेंस.
ट्रू.
If I've messaged, that person has to reply. there is no rule that a person has to reply within 3 or 4 hours. And I have seen that people come up with larger conclusions कि अच्छा ये तो reply ही नहीं करती, ये तो phone ही नहीं उठाती. Then they conclude about that person. You know, that she's not available or she does not want to socialize. We draw conclusions about other people, about self, about the world. And we're too quick to jump to conclusions. We have become judgmental, to be very honest. We don't want to give people space to be
Space,
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
हमारी expectation ऊपर बहुत
हाँ.
बहुत ऊपर.
हम्म.
Though we may not deliver, but हमारी expectation बहुत
हाँ.
ऊपर है कि यार लोगों को तो मतलब मेरे एक फोन पे सब लोग अवेलेबल होना चाहिए.
I
They
agree.
should reply immediately. Sort of. But there is one good application also, Rejecto बोल के, जिसमें हम लोग मतलब डेली बेसिस पे 5-10 चैलेंजेस ले सकते हैं.
Okay.
हाँ, जिसको ये आदत नहीं है रिजेक्ट होने की, मुझे तो
Oh,
पर्सनली
wow.
है, बट
अच्छा.
ऐसा रिजेक्ट होने की कि भाई मैं रिजेक्ट कहाँ हो सकती हूँ या कहाँ हो सकता हूँ. सो आस्क योर नेबर फॉर समथिंग,
हाँ.
और आस्क समवन सम हेल्प.
Wow.
कहीं तो आप कहीं लाइफस्टाइल स्टोर पे हैं तो आप कुछ पूछिए किसी को, क्या मैं ये फ्री में ले सकता हूँ क्या, तो वो ऑब्वियसली मना ही करेगा. बट आपने एक स्कोर अचीव कर लेगी, ऐसा आपने एक ट्राई कर लेगी, आप रिजेक्ट हो जाओ. ऐसे आप 10 बार करिए, 15 बार रिजेक्ट हो.
That's wonderful.
हाँ,
I love this application.
रिजेक्टो बोल के, इट्स
हाँ.
रिजेक्टो.
It will give you the confidence also to ask questions.
Hmm.
And you may get rejected.
Nowadays people are facing a lot of mental issues. मुझे जो बहुत कॉमन लगता है वो ये कि हर इंसान को समझ आ रहा है कि क्या सही है क्या गलत है, उससे स्टेप ही नहीं उठाया जाता. वो उसी ग्लूमी स्टेट में, उसी में ही बस सोची जा रहा है, स्टेप नहीं ले पा रहा है. एज अ थेरेपिस्ट, एज अ साइकोलॉजिस्ट, मुझे आपसे ना कुछ सिंपल टिप्स चाहिए कि अगर अनुष्का आप ये भी डेली कर लोगे ना तो आपकी मेंटल हेल्थ यहाँ से यहाँ पहुंच जाएगी.
बिल्कुल.
एंड दैट्स वेरी स्मॉल थिंग्स, एंड हो सके कि ये मेंटल इश्यूज आगे इंसानों को ना आए. तो
बिल्कुल.
व्हाट आर दोस स्मॉल टिप्स?
So I will talk about them again in different categories. One is आप mental health is a part of your physical health. दिमाग आपके शरीर का हिस्सा है, तो उसे अलग से ऐसे separately treat मत करो. Work on your entire body, you know. So while I will not say that exercise solves everything, but exercise does take care of your body and does lead to good secretion of feel-good hormones, serotonin, dopamine, and will make you feel better and more ready to deal with challenges in a day-to-day life. So taking care of your physical health, going to the doctor when needed, doing your tests regularly, making sure your vitals are in place, making sure you're sleeping well, making sure you're working out, some amount of movement. चाहे फिर वो डांस क्लास हो सकता है, कोई स्पोर्ट हो सकता है, एक्सरसाइज हो सकता है, बट यू मस्ट फाइंड वेज टू मूव योर बॉडी एवरी सिंगल डे. ठीक है, दीज आर एक्सट्रीमली इम्पॉर्टेंट. उसी में ऑफकोर्स आपका खाना भी आ गया ना. इन फूड आई विल नॉट टॉक अ लॉट अबाउट इट, बट आई विल डेफिनेटली टॉक अबाउट दैट योर गट एंड योर ब्रेन आर कॉन्स्टेंटली कम्युनिकेटिंग. तो अगर आप बहुत लेट खाते हैं, शराब पीते हैं, या बहुत अनहेल्दी खाते हैं, या फिर बहुत गैप्स में खाते हैं, इट इज़ इम्पैक्टेड ऑन योर डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम. And your digestive system is directly always communicating with your brain. So if your gut is not healthy, you're experiencing a lot of gut challenges. You're likely to experience more stress, induced anxiety, overwhelm, emotional dysregulation. It is part of that, right? So your brain is a part of your body. Always remember that. So your body needs to be taken care of. Second part is some amount of self-care. Now, self-care is not what Nykaa is telling you. Put on the best eye patches. Do that if you want to. But self-care is actually looking at what your body needs at different points in time. Sometimes your body needs something to achieve. You know, that painting or that going and doing that office, आज सारा to-do list खत्म करना, आज देर तक काम करना है. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes your body needs rest. Sometimes your body needs time. कि आप धीरे धीरे अपना दिन शुरू करो, आप किसी से बात करो, आप थोड़ा सा गाना सुनो, आप दिन के अंदर अपने आप को छोटे छोटे ब्रेक दो, ताकि जो रात को जब आप जगते हो, जो यूजुअली हम एक कॉन्सेप्ट बोलते हैं कि आप रिवेंज करते हो अपनी बॉडी के साथ, क्योंकि मुझे दिन भर टाइम नहीं मिला, अब रात को पूरी दुनिया सो चुकी है, अब मैं फोन चलाऊंगा, अब मैं नेटफ्लिक्स देखूंगा. नेटफ्लिक्स भी चाहता है आप रात को चलाओ. they want to create, वो चाहते हैं ना कि आप राइट काइंड ऑफ शो देखो ताकि आप हुक हो जाओ उस ऐप पे और आप कॉन्स्टेंटली देखते रहो. फिर ब्लिंकिट आपको बोलेगा वी विल डिलीवर दिस चॉकलेट इन 12 o'clock in the night also. So they want you to consume calories, sugar, stay up in the night. You have to fight a lot of these distractions in self-care. Your body needs to rest. Your body does not need to watch that reel before you are sleeping. So all of this is a part of your self-care. आप ये नोटिस करो कि आप दिन में जो भी चीज़ें करते हो आपकी बॉडी को वो किस तरह से इम्पैक्ट कर रही है. जस्ट रिकॉर्ड योर डेज कि आपने पूरे दिन में आज क्या क्या किया, एंड जस्ट टिक मार्क थिंग्स दैट कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटेड टू योर बॉडी, टिक मार्क थिंग्स दैट यू जस्ट डिड इट, क्योंकि कर रहे थे. एंड यू विल रियलाइज अ मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द चंक इज यू आर गोइंग विथ लाइफ. तो जब आप सेल्फ केयर करेंगे थोड़ा आप में ठहराव आएगा. इंटेंशनल सेल्फ केयर कीजिए ताकि आप नायका और इनसे बेहतर निकलकर आप खुद के लिए कुछ कर सकें, राइट? थर्ड पार्ट इज, सो वन इज बॉडी, वन इज सेल्फ केयर. थर्ड पार्ट इज देन लुकिंग एट डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ योर इमोशंस थोड़ा केयरफुली. कि अगर देखिए दो चीज़ें हैं, हमारे थॉट्स और इमोशंस एक वेव्स की तरह होते हैं, आते हैं और जाते हैं. वी डोंट हैव टू इंडल्ज इन एवरीथिंग दैट वी आर थिंकिंग और वी आर फीलिंग. We have to look at our mental health, our thoughts, our emotions as an outcome of certain reactions or experiences. So we have to learn to understand them better. अब वो करोगे तो क्या फ़ायदा होगा? आप बेहतर रिस्पॉन्ड करोगे. समझ लीजिए आपके किसी फ्रेंड ने आपको एक बुरा सा मैसेज भेजा और आप मंडे को सुबह सुबह ऑफिस आए हो. मंडे वैसे भी स्ट्रेसफुल डे होता है और एक गंदा मैसेज आ गया है, एंड अब आपको बार बार गुस्सा आ रहा है क्योंकि आपको लग रहा है मुझे अब रिप्लाई करना है इसको. Now that one message is a trigger. It has impacted your thought and your emotion and your behavior in office. You have to learn to disengage with certain emotions certain time. हमें सीखना होगा कि उस वक्त जो चीज़ हो रही है वो अब हमें इमोशनली इम्पैक्ट करेगी. और ये कैसे आएगा? जब आप अवेयर बनोगे किसी दिस मैसेज मेड मी स्मॉल, एंग्री, एंड नाउ आई एम अपसेट एंड माई थॉट हैज़ बिकम नेगेटिव, और आई एम जस्ट डिस्ट्रैक्टेड, और आई एम गोइंग टू यूज मोर सोशल मीडिया टुडे. अब मैं ज़्यादा टाइम पास करूँगी, मन नहीं लगेगा काम करने में. यू हैव टू अकाउंट दैट एंड एक्नॉलेज कि ये थॉट आया है. आई एम गोइंग टू डिसएंगेज, आई एम गोइंग टू लुक एट इट एट 6 o'clock. आई एम गोइंग टू कम बैक टू यू एट 6:30. और आप ये मैसेज लिख के छोड़ दो, अगर आपको उससे शांति मिलती है, आई विल गेट बैक टू यू एट 6:30. या अपने नोट्स में लिख लो, गेट बैक टू दिस पर्सन एट 6:30. राइट? सो यू हैव टू रिकॉग्नाइज दैट योर इमोशंस एंड थॉट्स, not all of them are valid. And not all of them need to be engaged with. ये कुछ ना कुछ होती रहेंगी ना चीजें जिससे हम रिएक्ट, ट्रिगर होते रहेंगे. So we have to learn to respond, not react. So if someone tells me something,
this looks very easy.
It is very hard.
It seems very easy,
but if you start practicing it, honestly, first step is awareness. So I'll give you a real-time example. How do I teach it to clients? Identify your trigger. Identify the stimulus that impacted you. It can be sometimes a message, sometimes a person, a message that you did not get. What you were expecting, they did not reply that. किसी पर्सन का बॉडी लैंग्वेज, उसने आज आपको हाई नहीं बोला, वो चली गई ऑफिस के अंदर डायरेक्टली. हम हर चीज को रीड करते हैं, ह्यूमन बींग्स का नेचर है. वी मेक मीनिंग आउट ऑफ एवरीथिंग. ये पौधा रखा है तो क्यों रखा है, उसने बात की तो क्यों की, क्या नहीं की. वी रीड एवरीथिंग. हमें कई बार उसको वहां पे जब वो थॉट आता है वहीं पे फिल्टर करना है. मोस्ट ऑफ आवर थॉट्स आर कॉल्ड नेगेटिव ऑटोमेटिक थॉट्स. हम मोस्टली नेगेटिव ही सोचते हैं जब हम रीड करते हैं. ये इंसान का नेचुरल तरीका है. हमें वहीं उसको न्यूट्रल करना है, पॉजिटिव नहीं सोचना है. ओके, उसने ये नहीं देखा मेरी तरफ, मुझे बुरा लगा और मैं कंफ्यूज्ड हूं कि उसने मेरी तरफ क्यों नहीं देखा, बट आई एम गोइंग टू होल्ड ऑन टू दिस थॉट. अवेयर होकर खुद के थॉट को चेंज करना, रेगुलेट करना इज नीडेड. नहीं तो हम कॉन्स्टेंटली रिएक्ट करेंगे ना. हमारे एनवायरनमेंट में
इमोशंस दूसरों के एक्शंस पे बहुत
इन्फ्लुएंस्ड रहेंगे. विल बी कॉन्स्टेंटली डिपेंडेंट ऑन आवर एनवायरनमेंट. और लाइफ में तो सब कुछ अच्छी चीजें नहीं होगी ना. सब सही रिप्लाई नहीं करेंगे, सब अच्छी बात नहीं करेंगे, सब हंस के जवाब नहीं देंगे. सो यू हैव टू डिसएंगेज थोड़ा एंड रेगुलेट योर थॉट, बिकम दैट न्यूट्रल. I don't have to think positive about that person. It is okay. She did not look. I always tell, look at the situation the way it is. What happened? She did not say hi to you. That's it. Don't read anything until you communicate. And until you read.
Story.
Don't frame a story. Stay there. Stay where it is. When you need it, you will go into it. हमें लगता है overthinking एक solution है problem का. Overthinking is thinking about one thing over and over a period of time. It is anxiety.
It becomes or the period becomes anxiety.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
So we have to, this is what I just told you, become aware, neutralize, and then respond. So हम हमेशा
Respond
बोलते हैं,
when you are okay with your emotions.
absolutely, you have to pause. You don't have to respond to everything. And sometimes you will. As human beings, आप react करेंगे, but then learn, then come back, take a step back. मेरे साथ भी ऐसा होता है कि मैंने कभी रिएक्ट कर दिया किसी टीम मेंबर पे, या मुझे अचानक कुछ किसी ने बोला कि मैम टुडे आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू कम, एंड यू फील एंग्री दैट यू नो यू हैड प्लान्ड सो मेनी थिंग्स. मैसेज लिखने के पहले आई पॉज, आई सेड आई नो पूजा इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ लॉन्ग डे, विल फिगर इट आउट. इसको पहले यहाँ बोलो, टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ, बट गेट बैक टू मी बाय टुनाइट. I would want to plan my next day properly. So I'm not saying that I will not take care of them, but I also have to take care of my organization. And they also are adult and they will have to tell me. So I will need their help to make it work. That's it. So we have to pause and then respond. Yeah.
But now I am also realizing one thing that जैसे आपने कहा कि junk food and this unhealthy food कितना ज्यादा ये ब्रेन पे भी मैटर कर रहा है. हमें लगता है कि सिर्फ हमारे ऑर्गन्स खराब हो रहे हैं, बट समवेयर इट इज हार्मिंग आवर ब्रेन आल्सो.
Absolutely.
And the first thing that we do when we feel sad is that we
Binge eat.
we
Stress eat.
we eat junk.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a loop that we have to have a control over our mind. It's like कि जैसे कहते हैं ना कि माइंड, हमें माइंड को कंट्रोल करना है.
देखिए जैसे आपने बोला माइंड और गट कनेक्टेड है. जैसे ही हम स्ट्रेस फील करते हैं, we look for that sugary drink,
Correct.
coffee,
junk,
something junk,
कुछ अच्छा खाते हैं, मूड अच्छा
something
करते
that
हैं.
will immediately release glucose in your blood. Because
True.
body में cortisol release हो गया है, you want something to bring it back, bring it down.
But it's a temporary solution.
Temporary.
And it's a loop. आप loop में फंस
Absolutely.
जाओगे उसमें.
Absolutely. So drink water at that time. Very difficult, but drink water.
Hmm.
Have that piece of chocolate maybe, not go for the entire bar. Recognize that अभी आप emotional हो. आपको अपने पैटर्न्स भी समझ में आएंगे. इंडीड इन थेरेपी वी ऑल्सो टॉक अबाउट न्यूरोबायोलॉजी ऑफ फूड. वी हेल्प पीपल अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आर योर पैटर्न्स ऑफ बिंज ईटिंग. आप रात को करते हो, आप दिन में करते हो, आप नेटफ्लिक्स देखते हुए करते हो. सो पीपल हैव पैटर्न्स. So most people, research says most people when they are watching social media or Netflix in the night are likely to consume more unhealthy food.
Actually, yeah.
Not healthy food. घर में कितना भी होगा but they will go out for that chips का bag.
True.
Because they feel it is comforting. क्योंकि Netflix आप देख रहे हो अपने आप को comfort कराने के लिए, pleasurable activity है. उस pleasurable activity को और pleasurable बनाने के लिए आप कुछ ऐसी चीज खाते हो जो आपको उस वक्त अच्छा फील कराएगी. But if you watch that Netflix with your partner or with someone, it may become more pleasurable. You may not go for that bag of chips. So we are also sitting in our rooms with our own laptop and watching things. So things have made us more isolated, to be very honest. क्योंकि हम वो साथ में बैठ के नहीं देख रहे हैं ना वो टीवी. अब हमने मूवी थिएटर में जाना बंद कर दिया है. हम अकेले बैठ के देख रहे हैं. अकेले बैठोगे तो आप कुछ ना कुछ खाओगे. Quite possible.
As a therapist, organizations, companies क्या help कर सकती हैं employee के लिए? And in that space, what you are doing?
So organizations, I believe, have to look at that people are people. Along with designations, that is the first start. जहाँ पे भी human beings हैं, वहाँ mental health interventions आ सकते हैं. हम नोटिस करते हैं कि बहुत सारे कंपनीज में एक सेक्शन होता है कॉल्ड एम्प्लॉय असिस्टेंस प्रोग्राम, जहाँ पे एक EAP सर्विस प्रोवाइडर वो लोग हायर करते हैं. जैसे हम एक EAP सर्विस प्रोवाइडर हैं जो लोग ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन मेंटल हेल्थ कोचिंग सपोर्ट काउंसलिंग 24/7 अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ को देते हैं. इससे कंपनी तो दो चीज़ करती है. एक तो बताती है एम्प्लॉयज़ को दैट वी केयर फॉर यू, वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट यूर ह्यूमन बींग्स, आपकी लाइफ में दिक्कतें आएंगी एंड वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट यू विल नीड सपोर्ट टू गो थ्रू इट so that you can also show up better at work. Second part, companies can focus on building a culture of care. In the organizations, they can, for example, we work with companies, I will not be able to take names, but we work with companies who organize monthly, weekly sessions. So हर company event team engagement का budget रखती है. We always tell them that why spend lakhs of money just by calling a DJ or a bar or just food or a musician. Divide that budget into well-being. You know, focus on their physical, mental, emotional, financial, all types of well-being so that people can function better in an organization. So they can organize monthly workshops, quarterly workshops. You have your team events, retreats, you can engage, you can make it more meaningful. I always say वो birthday cake भी आप कटवा रहे हो ना अपने company के employee के लिए, just make it little bit more meaningful. Don't make everything just a tick mark activity, because then they will also see your organization as that, right? So you have to build some form of culture of care. Third part is building that policy. Now, some organizations also hire us to create a mental health program and policy for their entire organization. Some colleges hire us. So where we set up counseling centers in their workplace, जहाँ पे लिखा है कि if you are having a challenge, go talk to someone. They have a 24/7 helpline, which we take care of. Our therapists are available on that helpline, and counselors can talk to employees whenever they are in distress, right? So we keep it private, keep it confidential, keep it ethical and professional, and people will use it. But again, I always say, जैसे सोसाइटी में एक जिम होता है, 4 ट्रेडमिल लगी हुई होती है, बट हर कोई यूज नहीं करेगा. तो सिर्फ काउंसलिंग सेंटर लगाने से या प्लेटफॉर्म बनाने से मेंटल हेल्थ सॉल्व नहीं होता है. मेंटल हेल्थ के लिए आपको टफ कॉन्वर्जेशन करने होंगे, लीडर्स को एक्सेप्ट करना होगा कि ये रियलिटी है, हमारे एम्प्लॉयज स्ट्रेस से गुजरते हैं, एंड वी कैन डू समथिंग टू मेक देयर लाइव्स बेटर. So if top-down approach we use when people start talking at the top in boardrooms that mental health is real, then the lowest employee of your organogram will see or have the courage to call that helpline number. So I say that these are some of the things that we are actively doing for companies, and companies can do these things for their employees.
Few books which you would recommend as an therapist कि हर एक इंडिविजुअल को लाइफ में कभी न कभी थेरेपी की जरूरत पड़ती है. Some will come, some will not come. That's the only difference. मतलब probably major ratio is like nowadays we are shifting कि let's go to a therapist. Otherwise people avoid to go to therapist. यार क्या समझेंगे, क्या सोचेंगे ऐसा. कौन सी ऐसी बुक्स हैं जो आपको लगता है कि यार these are like manuals. If you'll read, probably chances are better chances that you will.
I often recommend this book, Wisdom of Anxiety by Cheryl Paul, to a lot of my clients who experience anxiety. ये एंजाइटी को देखने का नजरिया बदल देती है किताब. Rather than an illness, you see it as a survival mechanism. That it's a response of your body and how you can use it to your strength, how you can understand it better. So that's a great book. There's another book called Maybe You Should Talk to Someone. That's a the name itself is Maybe You Should Talk to Someone. It simplifies every psychological challenge a living human being will experience on this planet. A great book. There's another book called, that's slightly little complex, is Body Keeps the Score. If someone who's interested in understanding how trauma impacts body, nervous system, how to regulate your nervous system, so they can use Body Keeps the Score. That can help people understand their muscle memory. I was talking about all the limbic system, frontal cortex, all of that in a very simplified way. There's another book, Don't Believe Everything That You're Thinking. Actually, now again, that talks about how your thoughts are not always valid and you can look beyond them, and they don't need to be kind of solved every time as you're experiencing. There's another book for relationships, How to Be an Adult in a Relationship. I really like that book, and I recommend to a lot of couples who are experiencing challenges with relationships. There's a book named Attached that speaks about, जो मैं attachment styles के बारे में बात कर रही थी, how to understand your attachment styles and how to work on them. There's a book that speaks of the book that I hope my parents would have read, and my children will be grateful that I read. That speaks about parenting and how to not bring your intergenerational trauma in your parenting when you're parenting your young children.
What's the name of?
The name of the book is the book that I hope my parents would have read, and my children will be grateful that I have read. I don't remember. It's a long name, but I can put that on the caption maybe or in the details. There's another book called All You Need Is Love by Shailaja Sen. It's a beautiful parenting book. I love her writing, and again a beautiful book on parenting. The list is very long, but these are some of the books I remember right now. Yeah. I have plenty of lists. Maybe we can also do another segment just on books, and I can bring all of them here and show
Very
it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because your books are like, I'm a habitual reader. मतलब मुझे पढ़ने का शौक है. But ये जो book बताई उसमें से एक को छोड़ के मैंने कुछ भी नहीं देखा.
We have a lot of books, so you must come to our office, Safe Stories. We have a section on just children's books, so adult books, comic books. We have Brené Brown is a great writer. She wrote on Daring Greatly. She has a lot of leadership content. She has a book called Atlas of the Heart. It's a beautiful book that speaks about understanding these complex emotions like shame, jealousy, vulnerability. Beautiful book. So it's Atlas of the Heart. And Daring Greatly is a great book again for leaders who want to understand empathetic leadership. Great book by Brené Brown. And her TED Talk also, The Power of Vulnerability, is beautiful. One must listen to that TED Talk at given a point of time.
So पूजा, बहुत अच्छा लगा बात करके, बहुत मजा आया. एंड आजकल की बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, मतलब हमको पेन होता है तो इमीडिएटली टेक पेन किलर, कॉमिफ्लेम और एटसेट्रा टैबलेट्स, बट नो वन टॉक्स अबाउट मेंटल हेल्थ, एंड it's an important issue, and it is going to be a very important issue.
Yeah.
Now tell me your success stories, जहाँ पे आपने क्लाइंट को बहुत क्रिटिकल मोमेंट से निकाला है. You don't take you will not take names obviously, but if you want to share, if you can share easily.
Yeah, so I'll talk about some of the important things which talk about success of therapy. एक है, देखिए success of therapy ना है कि the client has come back. I always believe that I have had situations where clients reported suicidal thoughts, and I wondered whether they would come back, but they came back. You know? For me, that they returned and they trusted me is success. Another part is, I will come to the exact stories, but just giving you indicators that therapy is going well. When a client is able to share the most intimate and personal secret of their life, which they never told anyone. And I feel that they could trust me to cry in a session. They could trust me that this is a safe space and they can be themselves. That's a success story as a therapist. Another success story is when we are able to bring other family members of their life and actually talk about their challenges. जो उन्होंने लाइफ में आज तक किसी को नहीं बताए हैं. Slowly we are able to make the entire family recognize the challenges that they are going through. Their parents, their siblings or partner or children, and actually see it happening, you know. So I have seen a lot of great moments in my life as a therapist where a new mother is taking therapy and the father is sitting with the 2-month-old baby outside. And they're discussing how she's going through postpartum depression and how the father is also unaware what to do, but they're together. So I think some of these moments when I look in the therapy office, they really move me. So they're all success stories for me. But coming out with some specific things, we have had people with extreme challenges related to health anxiety or just anxiety where they could not function in their workplace. They could not go to their jobs. They found it very difficult to trust anyone. And COVID made it worse in that period, you know. So I remember a lot of my clients with Safe Stories eventually started going back to work, started building that trust in themselves, started taking flights, started going out and meeting people, grew up in the leadership ladder, took up roles which were extremely challenging for them, which they thought they will never be able to take. You know, for someone who never left the house to soaring in the world is a huge shift, right? So that was extremely beautiful to watch. We have seen young kids, teenagers walking in therapy room with absolute lack of trust with anyone in the world. A lot of difficulty in expressing their emotions. They kind of indulged in some form of self-harm. They would cut themselves when they felt a lot of anger, emotions. So from self-harm to self-love, from self-harm to recognizing that they can learn to love their body. They can build trust out in the world while they had this mental health illness and diagnosis, but to still exist, to be able to talk about their illnesses. And I have seen a lot of my clients have started support groups where they started talking to other people who had mental health challenges. So that was really interesting to watch, that when they got better and, you know, they figured out what helped them, they started doing that for their other people. And I think that really moved me.
Putting out to the world.
Then there have been situations where I've worked in schools and colleges as well.
That's very interesting. Generally, people don't want to share.
People
will share their headache, stomach ache, सब तरह का ache, but they don't want to share their emotional side not interested in telling anything related to my emotions to anyone.
But I have seen that a lot of power comes and empowerment and agency comes when you talk about that story. And a lot of people start relating to it, right? So a lot of my clients have done that. I worked in schools, I worked with students actively. I've seen students taking charge, you know. I have loved that part, that as soon as there was a college that I was a part of and We did like a mental health program there, and I remember one of the student representatives from college walking up to my office and telling me that, Pooja, we are not just numbers. You put out that 40% students experience anxiety, 30% this. We are not numbers for your website. We are real people. We are going to put out a circular for all the teachers how to take care of students when they're having a panic attack. I have seen students who went in therapy, then taking charge and promoting mental health, becoming peer listeners, setting up helplines, doing flash mobs, street plays on mental health, and talking about it with a lot of people. So for me, mental health, I believe, is that powerful tool which not just changes how you are feeling and how you are going through your life, but it makes you more accessible to other human beings. It's like that lens, you know, Hemant and Anushka. Once you wear that lens, you can't unsee it. एक चश्मा है, जैसे अगर आप एक बार वो चश्मा पहन लो, आप उसको निकाल नहीं सकते हो फिर. You will see the world with that empathy, with that sensitization, with that genuineness, and you will be able to reach to that person. And they become absolutely fantastic leaders. I see them thriving, not just professionally, but personally. And it always makes me wonder what happened in therapy that brought all that change. So it's not just therapy. It's also them as people, the work that they put in, the surrounding around them, the timing, the effort that the therapist, of course, puts in. So I always believe people are experts in their lives. And as a therapist, only what you can do is just be able to witness that and help them recognize where it needs to be tweaked, what needs to be added, what needs to be subtracted. It's a Lego that you build together. And Lego can become anything, right? When children play Lego, they don't decide what they're building. They just build something beautiful and they're like, what the hell did just happen? I think that's what therapy is. Yeah. Sorry, it was a very personal questions. I went with a lot of emotions.
But it went out very beautifully. Pooja, thank you. डिस्कशन कहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ था, कहाँ खत्म हुआ, दो अलग एंड है और पर्टिकुलरली एज ए पर्सन मुझे भी बहुत सीखने को मिला, हमें भी बहुत सीखने को मिला कि यार इमोशंस आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू वंस लाइफ. सी पीपल एज ए पीपल, नॉट एज एन मशीन. Kindness is one thing, empathy is another thing. So basically, I just wanted to say thank you from deep down my heart. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I will just say this to you both. I really appreciate the genuineness you both brought to the conversation. Because mental health can be either reduced to anxiety, depression, या फिर एकदम ही हम spiritual या ambiguous, बातें करने लगते हैं. I felt it was a mixed blend of everything. So thank you for respecting my experience, journey, and holding your genuineness by listening to me. I think that was a great, great joy to be able to talk about something like this. Thank you.